this new thing is. Here we are. We are live. Good morning. Oh, I feel like I'm laying down here. Get sitting back up.
You're a little bit too relaxed.
Yeah. Good morning, everybody. Here we are live with our special guest, Lisa LadybirD Loves.
Special in more ways than one. I'm very special.
You are very special. And we take a minute just to dink around here because I know it takes a bit for everybody to get in past the commercials. And usually I have a second screen set up so I can see what it really looks like. Because for some reason,
StreamYard's always got that horrid 24-second delay as well, which is a real pain.
Terrible? I thought it was just me that got that, but it's everybody.
No, it's a good 24 seconds.
Yeah, it's still not showing live on my screen.
There you go. Welcome in, Doris. Oh, sorry, Robbin. Sorry.
Oh, hi, Doris. It's okay. Go ahead. I'm dinking around with the screen over here.
I'm off already.
With us. Hello. What is going on? I see. Oh, there it is. Now all my people. I'm like, where's all? Okay. Max is already yelling at me. I have to move things so he can get on the couch with us. Just a second, buddy.
I know.
No.
Welcome in, Christine and Springles and Karen,
okay, there you go.
And Ivy and Pam.
Saying a good morning. Come on. There you go. You got a space now. You got space now. This is his couch, and I take it over for this stuff, and I hear about it each and every time. Each and every time, don't I? Come on. You can come on the camera. Everybody's waiting to see your pretty face. There comes the big lug.
There he is.
Mr. Max. See, he's like, oh, wait, am I late? Hold on. I'll be right there. No kisses. No kisses now. So this is the Rover of Roaming with Rover. This is he. His real name is Max. His stage name is Rover. Isn't that right?
I love the fact that if he opened his mouth, your head would be a good sized ball.
Totally. And he's actually pretty small. He only weighs about 125 pounds. So yeah. What would that be in your language?
I don't know. What was it? 100 and what?
125.
125 pound. Let me have a look.
This is like a game to me.
For my part of the world, 56 kilos, almost 57.
Ooh, you're almost 57 kilos. Yes, you are.
That's a lot. A lot of kilos.
Our other, the one we had before him was 205 pound dog. So probably nearly 100 kilos in your world.
It's too much. It's too much. It's too much.
So,
Marianne and Miss C.
Hi, everybody. Hi, Miss C. Miss C was on last week showing off her beautiful sun bunnies. And we have Spring. Hello, Spring. And Pam's project. Yeah, he's a big boy. So when I tell you guys, this is his couch. And now you know why. It truly is. Hey, Christine. Good morning. It's good to see you. And I know I missed someone. Hi, Lucy. We're working here. I have to do something.
You ain't got to do nothing but just sit there.
Karen, hi, Karen. Why I missed you? I didn't see. Oh, hi, Ivy. Good morning. Good morning. Christine is crocheting and Miss Doris. Okay, I think we saw everybody.
Welcome, Cheryl and Jennifer.
Oh my goodness, you're killing me, dude.
He so wants to be part of the
I need at least one hand. Nope, I guess I don't. Okay, we're gonna lay on my lap. Hey, Cheryl, I'm so glad you made it in. And see, she's got a kitty. See her kitty?
Mine's giving me the cold shoulder. She's not amused.
Oh my God. Yeah. He is a big lap dog for sure. And he knows he is. He runs the place for sure. And then we've got two cats. My roommate, Miss Morgan, everybody knows Miss Morgan, my adopted granddaughter. She has two cats in there, and every once in a while, one of them will wander out here, and then he's just like, let's play. And the cat's like, get away from me.
I wouldn't want to be playing with a dog that size when I'm
cat size.
Mm-hmm. I know who the winner's going to be, and it ain't going to be me.
Yeah. Well, the cat's going to win because she's got claws. And he doesn't know. Yeah, He doesn't know
Yeah.
about cat claws. So
Yeah, okay. But he's got very big jaws.
yeah, but he's so sweet. He's so sweet. Yeah, as you can see, he's a big baby.
Okay.
Cheryl, I'm so glad you made it in this morning. Poor thing. She's been missing my shows for a few weeks, and then she finally got set for bingo last night, and I had to cancel. So we had a work thing, and I tried to get out of it. My boss is just like, no, this is the only day we can do it. You have to come tonight. I'm like, ah, all right. But we had a good time. It was a nice
must.
Yeah. So that darn work stuff. It was fun. It was fun. So enough about me. Miss Lisa.
No, let's carry on. Let's carry on with you. Come on, let's carry on with you.
Hey, Joy. Good morning. Hi, Mary. And Sharon, I didn't see you sneak in.
Welcome in, Sharon. Evening, Sharon. Welcome,
evening.
Mary and Joy. Welcome in.
So we were talking about how cold it is. It's about 22 degrees here, which she says is -5.
-5.
This is the game we're playing today. What country are you from, Miss Lisa?
I am from the United Kingdom, England.
Okay. She's
to
from
be precise.
England. Okay. So
and no, I didn't know the Queen, but I have met the King.
Really and truly?
Yeah.
The new king? Oh yeah, I guess it would be the new one because there wasn't one before, was there? Well, there was one a long time before, but
I'm not quite that old yet.
So tell us that story.
It was a case of when I was 4 years old, I was in a ferry disaster, which kind of shook a lot of the country. And when we were in the hospital recovering, we had visitors, and that was the Prime Minister at the time, and who is now the King, King Charles. And his brother and his brother's wife, and we all got cuddled. Well, not everybody. I was very demanding, and apparently I got too much attention. Apparently,
we're so surprised.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, I got a hug, a handshake. I even got picked up. So yeah, I've met the King.
That's awesome. Well, it's not awesome that you were in the accident, and we're glad all turned out well. But that is great. What a great story. That's something that most of us cannot say. It
used to drive me nuts whenever anybody found out that I came from the UK. Do you know the Queen? No, I don't know the Queen. The Queen lives in a palace. I'm nowhere near her. She isn't my next door neighbour. I don't go round going, excuse me, have you got a cup of sugar, please? No. Doesn't quite work like that.
Not quite. That's so funny.
And I haven't been knighted yet.
Yeah. I'm sure it's going to happen.
Yet.
Absolutely sure. I have no doubt about that. So, Lisa,
okay. Yes.
Tell us about how you got your channel name.
That was kind of on the spur of the moment thing that seemed to work out, which is amazing for me because normally spur of the moment things fall to pieces.
Yeah. Hear that.
But LadybirD, which over in the States and some of Canada, you guys call them ladybugs. Welcome in, Diane.
Oh, ladybugs, yes.
Over here, they're ladybirds.
Oh.
And I got the name from, I so hope you guys call it the same thing. I used to be on the CB radio.
Yes.
Okay. So I went through a whole range of names on there, or handles as they were known. And there was at one point, there was a massive argument between myself, who at the time was 15, and a woman in her late 20s. We were going hell for leather with our mouths over the radio. And when somebody managed to get a word in, they keyed up and said, Lisa, I've got a new name for you. Yeah, go on, give me it. Go for it. And he said, Lisa LadybirD, because you got the last word. And with him saying LadybirD, that's why the capital D on the end.
Okay. I wondered about that capital D.
There's a slight bit more to it, but I'll get there as quick as I can. As quick as I can. As I looked around me, I realised that the coat that I wore for school, the name label for it was called Miss Ladybird. And on the bottom of my bed, I had a felted ladybird that my mother had made at school. And I'm like, this is just too weird. Oh, I am sticking with the ladybird thing. So I then changed my name, my surname, to Ladybird. And then when it came to doing YouTube, instead of just Lisa LadybirD, I thought, well, if I take LadybirD and everything that I'm doing on it is things that I love. So it's LadybirD Loves gardening, LadybirD Loves crochet, LadybirD Loves beanie, you know, the cat, etc. So it kind of fits.
Oh, I like it. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, Cheryl says Dame Lisa LadybirD has a certain ring to it.
There you go. You see? I'll get him to watch this so he knows.
Sure.
I'll send a telegram.
Yeah, do that, please. That would help. That would help us both. I'm sure the king is sitting down and watching us on YouTube.
I don't know if I gave him a nudge in time or not.
Yeah, that's my fault. I didn't get it posted soon enough. I'm sure his calendar is booked several weeks out.
It's all your fault. All your fault.
Oh, that's wonderful. Yeah, CB handle, that takes us back a while. Mr. was a truck driver for 40 years, so we know all about CBs. Yeah.
I mean, I had mine in my house. Well, not in my house, but in my home.
Mm-hmm.
And I absolutely loved it because, I mean, this was really before internet took hold.
Right.
And you could chat away to anybody and anything. And heck, if you wanted to meet somebody, you could.
Yeah.
And okay, you could meet people before, but you know what I mean. But it's like you all had the same connection, and then you all would be like, oh, I've got this rig. I've got this setup. Oh, you've got one of those. I want one of those. I've got a spare one. Have you got a spare one? Oh, I'd love it. Okay, we'll meet up and we'll swap. Okay, great. It was just like a wonderful little community. It really was.
Yeah.
And for a lot of the time, I kind of miss it.
Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, it's fun. It was a lot of fun. I don't know. Do they still use CB radios? Yeah, he says they still do in the trucks.
Taxis and lorries.
Yeah.
They're taking note. Okay, let me fill you in very quickly on one little thing. So Christmas is coming up, and
I did notice that. See the shirt?
You with the Merry Christmas. I've got tinsel.
Woohoo!
My birthday's straight after, so I've got 3 special lives happening this month. And I've told as many people as I can on my channel, keep a listen out, because in most videos, I'm going to be giving you tidbits about me that you're going to need to know when it comes to the giveaways. So note down, because I might be giving you useful stuff, I might be giving you unuseful stuff, but it's best to take note, because when it comes to the giveaways, you're going to need to know some things. So they're all getting the notebooks out.
That's wonderful. Sounds like everybody needs to do that. I've got mine right here. My notebook's right here. Well, this could be very useful for folks then, because since it's an interview and we're going to delve into the depths of your being, we're going to learn all this stuff, right?
It gets smelly down there. I'll be careful.
Usually does. It usually does. Oh, that's true, Pam. I never thought about that. She said growing up on the farm, CBs were the easiest way to communicate.
Why did you quit playing radio? Ever thought of getting your amateur radio license? Oh, heck no. I've got such a horrible lisp I mean, everybody hates their own voice. Whenever you hear your own voice, do I sound like that? Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a lisp. Nobody likes a lisp. And when it comes to the radio, it's heck no. So CB radio, yeah, I loved it while it was around, but the internet took over big time. So it's even fewer people with them in their houses now. So yeah, it's unless you want a dirty trucker.
Isn't that the truth? And in fact, Mr. said that most of the time he would turn his off because it was just nothing but swearing back and forth on there. That's all they do. And
I'm quite, in a sense, I'm quite lucky to say that there wasn't that much. There was the odd one, and yes, if you interrupted somebody's channel when they were having a conversation, yeah, okay, every now and again. But when it came to the public channels, it was kept pretty clean, thankfully. Apart from the odd little blow up where we had but apart from that, it's quite good. Sorry, Sharon. I'm sorry.
That's why everybody's getting their notebooks out.
But yeah, the CB, I certainly miss it. I enjoyed it. But it goes with the song, if you guys know that over there, that video killed the radio star.
Yeah.
You've got a gorgeous voice on the other end and you're like, I'll meet up with you. Oh yeah. And then they turn up and they're a lanky beanpole that's about 7 foot tall, as skinny as paper, and they're bald, and you're like, oh, hi.
That's me.
You know, and I'm sure it was vice versa as well. But you know, it's just, no. That was a bad bit, unfortunately. I did get a couple of partners from it, just like we would the internet. But you know, it's just a shame that some people you meet just aren't what you vision.
Right. Yeah, and there's some beautiful voices out there.
Yeah.
My dad used to be on the radio. He was a little DJ for a while. He's got a beautiful, very deep, resonant voice. Really, really pretty voice. He sounded great on the radio. He wasn't too bad looking either. But I got my hair from him, my curly, well, it used to be black. Curly black hair came from my dad. But yeah, he had a beautiful, deep, gorgeous, he sounded so good on the radio. And he always played at night. So, you know, you had those nighttime vibes going on. It was really cool.
Voice.
Yeah. So what made you decide to do YouTube?
The whole start of it, of me being a creator with it, was purely because I didn't even know that this was a community thing. I didn't know communities were a thing. But I won somebody's 100 subscriber giveaway, and it was yarn, or wool, as we call it over here.
Wool.
Wool. And she ended up saying, because you're international, how about I give you the money for it and you go and buy what you want? And I was like, okay, well, tell me what I should get, recommend something. So this is all in emails. And we came down to the wire, and it was a pick between 3, and the one that I liked the look of the most was Shawl in a Cake. And I said to her, what would you like me to make with it? Because then I can kind of name it after you. And she said, well, it's Shawl in a Cake, so make a shawl. Okay. So when it turned up at my door, before I got my greasy mitts onto it properly, I wanted to say a kind of face-to-face thank you to her. And I thought, well, if I do a little video, I'll figure out how to put it on YouTube, and then I'll just send her the link so that she can see it. Well, it didn't work quite as well as I expected, because it was public. And somebody come along and said, why don't you have a proper channel. And 2 other creators said, I really think you need to get a channel. Yeah. Took me nearly 2 months. And then I was like, okay, well, let's see what happens then. So I started doing little bits here and there. Very, very, very nervous.
Oh, I know. Those first few were terrible. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it just ended up becoming a thing. You build your confidence up a little bit, and you get people that say they enjoy listening or watching, or, oh, I can't wait to see what you do next kind of thing. And then it's, oh, okay, let's go. So, yeah.
And when you hit your first 100 subscribers that aren't just family and friends, don't you just go through the roof?
It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I mean, for me, I got 80 something pretty quick. And that was all down to one of the creators, well, 2 really, that kind of urged me. And that was Creatively Created Crochet, Dana and Joe. I got a lot from them, but I did a little bit of going around YouTube trying to find lives so that I could chat in them and try and bring my personality across in typeface. And doing that, I found out that there are channels out there that say, if you want to grow your channel, come in here, do this, and we'll make sure people start subscribing to you. And it was in one of those channels that I went and I said something silly like, I only need 11 more people and I'm going to be at 100. And in less than 3 minutes, I was over the 100. And and then I just didn't know where to put myself. I half piddled myself. It was just, what do I do now? Oh my gosh, what do I do now? So, you know, it was a shock. It was a shock. But I always put it down to, right up until the 1,000, to be fair, I put it down to people were only joining because they were told to join from other channels.
No, I don't think so. Not 1,000. I think maybe a couple of hundred.
But I had that in my head up to 1,000. You know, from the 1,000 point, it was, oh, wow, okay. But up to then, I was slogging my guts out. 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., 6 days a week. I was going around these lives, showing my personality, trying to find networking channels, trying to get people to come over and have a look at me. Weird people. But some people were there right from the start and are still with me. And I'm just like, you are nuts. How are you not sick of this yet?
Yeah. And how long have you been on? How long ago did you start?
It was in July just gone was my 2-year.
Oh, okay. That's not that long.
2.5 years.
2.5 years.
I'm amazed I'm still going. I really am.
And then what are your numbers these days?
2.4. No, 2.4. What am I talking about? Oh my gosh. 1.4, I think.
So we're just about neck and neck.
I think it's 1.4. Where's my dashboard? There it is.
Good morning, Miss Amber. I'm so glad you were able to pop in. I know you're working, so I know you don't get to visit much. Oh, I'm so happy to see you. Haven't seen you in forever. Speaking of people that have been working very hard to get, you guys, if you don't have a channel, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. And people think, oh, she's just doing a live. You just pop on and there's so much background stuff with us. And we love doing it or we wouldn't do it. Yeah. But it is blood, sweat, and tears. Blood, sweat, and tears. Miss Amber, how's your mama doing? I know you just got her home. Her mom's gone through the ringer. So couple of years, and you're just growing leaps and bounds. And I don't even remember how I connected with you. Some people, I can remember how I connected with them. And just all of a sudden, and YouTube, hey, watch this. Hey, watch this.
Mm-hmm.
And I probably saw a picture of your cat, because usually that's what draws me in. And it's like, oh, they've got a dog. Oh, they've got a cat. Yes, Spring. And Spring, there's another one who's working her hiney off.
You put the work in, you get it back. It reaps rewards. If you can't be bothered, or you're too lazy, or you just expect people to be there, you ain't going to get very far. No. And I know I won't get far, because I'm not a designer. I don't go writing patterns or anything. Right. So I know that I'm limited already. But I still like
Spring with her beautiful patterns.
She is a workhorse.
She is phenomenal. And she does everything. She was on a few weeks ago, and I'm like, one of the questions I will be asking Lisa is, what other crafts do you do? What other art, yarn hobbies do you do? What other? And she's like, oh, I do this, and 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 I do this. And oh yeah, I do that. And now I got to go take care of the horses.
Is there any spare time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's amazing. It is amazing. So I love the description of your name with the loves at the end. So that doesn't limit you to just fiber arts. It's whatever you love. And, me with this dog on my lap that runs the household, because that's the way it is. That's the way it is in our worlds. It's not just yarn. And I think it's funny. It's the link to Lisa's channel is in the description. So just go into the description box under here. But if somebody wants to pop her link up, please feel free to do so. I think Spring, you've got a blue dress on. I think you can do that. I'm not sure who else in here has a blue dress on. But yeah.
Blue cardigan.
I know, blue cardigan. It absolutely counts. There we are. Thank you, Miss Cheryl. Cheryl's put the link up. I know I've forgotten what I was talking about. I heard a gentleman with a very well-known channel. Was it Mikey? It might have been Mikey. Mikey from the Crochet Crowd. We all know and love. He's been getting hate mail because he's learning to knit and showing knit on there. And I'm like, give me a break, people. I don't think there are very, very few channels where all they do is this one thing and you never hear about anything else in their world. I think that would get a little bit boring, not only for the viewers, I know for the maker, but definitely for the viewers. So,
and we're all human. We do have life away from the screen.
Yeah, we want to do more than one thing, So speaking of doing more than one thing, let's hear all about all the different things that you like to do. So we know you crochet, obviously.
I like releasing gas.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's good at that one too.
Yeah, it tends to be one of my pastimes. On a serious note, really, gardening is my next love. Absolutely love bringing life to the world, and I can't be a midwife, so I do it with the plants.
Vegetables or flowers?
Mainly flowers, because I don't have the right sort of garden for vegetables, but I do grow garlic and tomatoes.
Oh, we like garlic too.
I do love the tomatoes, and garlic for me goes in everything.
Everything. Have you ever grown the elephant garlic?
That's what I got in right now.
Love it
right now. I'm so looking forward to it.
Yep. We've got garlic in. We only do vegetable gardens. I'm not good at flowers. Flowers don't like me. And like me. I kind of have, you guys are going to yell at me. You're going to yell at me. And I know this comes from my mom. And I know this comes from her mom, because at that point, the vegetable garden fed the family. And we can't be wasting our time and resources on flowers. We don't get anything from the flowers. They don't feed us. So that's kind of been passed down to us.
Where the gardening,
I know, but literally feeding us. The flower, the vegetable garden is what kept us alive. And so I always have a hard time spending my resources on flowers. Although, and I don't know where I picked this up, but years and years and years ago, I started planting a row of marigolds around the outside of the vegetables because it kept some of the bugs away.
Yeah.
And so I will grow marigolds, and I like to have the occasional rose bush and lavender. I have lavender everywhere, every square inch of my property. I'm like, let's put a lavender bush over there. How about here? Let's put a lavender bush over here. Yeah. You're right. Right, Doris.
The lavender thing, I've got 36 varieties out there.
I didn't know there were that many. I know like
There's
3 or 4.
Way more. There are hundreds. I've got pink, white, green, red, fuchsia,
red,
proper blue. There are so many out there, and what nobody understands until you grow lavender is that they smell different. I mean, they all smell like lavender,
and some of them have hardly any scent at all,
and some just make you go, "Whoa, that's a bit strong." Yeah.
Wow.
Oodles. Absolutely love the lavender, and the whole reason for that, I can get quite intolerant to the smell of it, but the reason why I do it is for the bees, the pollinators. I'm trying to help them because they help us, and they're becoming endangered.
They are. Yeah.
I'm doing my little bit.
My friend puts a bee garden in. That's everything that she plants, and she's all about the flowers. Yeah. And she's always asking about, is this one good for the bees? Will this one draw in the bees? So, and she won't even put stuff out to kill her dandelions because the bees like the dandelions. And she got so mad because her neighbor sprayed her dandelions. Boy, I'll tell you what, if that didn't start a battle. And the poor old neighbor, he's like 80 years old, helping the single lady next door out, and he thought he was doing a good deed. She was furious.
I get kind of, my neighbor hates the bees. I'm encouraging them. He hates them, and because we're like in really, really close quarters, he's not exactly amused. But my answer is, oh well. Yeah. I'm helping the bees.
If we didn't have them, we wouldn't survive. We would not survive if it weren't for the bees.
So I do my little helping.
Somebody had said, even in the front yard is flowers, backyard is, and I do kind of have gone by that in the past, but now my front yard has vegetables too. I've got tomato plants out front. That's where we grow our rhubarb. That's the best spot for the rhubarb. But out in the front yard is where my lavender and a couple of little rose bushes. And I like hens and chicks. Do you guys know what those are? Am I the only one?
Hens and chicks?
Hens and chicks. They're little
chickens?
No. They're like little succulent plants. They're small right to the ground, and they grow across the ground. They only get to be about this tall. Hens and chicks. And they're great like over rocks and places where things don't grow well. They're a good filler inner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Marie, you're just way too cheeky.
Yep, the succulents. So, hi, Marie.
Kind of a cactus.
Yeah, sort of like a little small cactus. Yeah, the succulent, like the fat cactus.
I'm going to have a nosy. I've only got one succulent outside. I've got succulents inside, but I've got one outside that the color amazes me. I mean, it will probably shock people on my channel to know that it's pink, and I actually really like it. But it's more because it's like a two-tone pink. It's really vibrant pink with really vibrant orange, and depending on how you look at it, it might be pink, it might be orange, but it's very, very funky. I like funky stuff.
Yeah. We do funky here too. You guys may have noticed that I was required to change the color of my screen because it was too pink for our guest. I love that. This is a person who knows what she likes and knows how to make it happen.
Way too demanding.
No, the funny thing is I don't care for pink at all. This is my color, the purple, and I have no idea. I thought that pink was as close to purple as I could get. And she's
I'm
like,
so
okay,
glad I managed to
change
save
this color.
you. I saved Robbin. We're good now.
Oh, and I tell you guys, I am so technology challenged, and every single week my guest teaches me something every week, and that is not an exaggeration. I was complaining one week that I could never see what I look like on the computer. I always have to have something on the side, and my guest says, why don't you turn up the brightness on your screen? Oh yeah, I've been doing this a year.
Look, let's face it. If we can't learn, how are we going to progress?
It's hilarious.
It's good to learn.
Spring.
It's a good thing.
Rub it in, Spring. It was so, and she was just so mad. Have you turned up the brightness on your screen? Oh.
That's what that button does.
Oh my gosh. It's we get so wrapped up in all the stuff that we forget about the simple things sometimes.
Sometimes we wish we could forget about the simple things because somebody will pick it up somewhere if you don't. Yeah. So we get to thank Miss Lisa for getting us our beautiful purple, which is my favorite color. So it may end up being even more purple. It's a little bit. No, it's a pretty good purple. That's a pretty good purple. I'm liking that. That a lot. It's my fault that we're spread as well.
Yeah, because normally you guys are used to seeing this. Here, let's annoy Miss Lisa. This is what we usually see. And she's like, nope, that isn't going to work. Change the camera.
Just stretch out a little bit. It's way better.
Oh, my goodness. I love it. And we only can have blue M&Ms in the green room, too. So just so you know.
And nobody's to eat them. They're just there for decor.
Yeah. Bye, Marie. Thank you so much for popping in. Make sure you replay later. Get the rest of our craziness.
She needs to stay warm.
Yeah. I love it. This. Talk about warm. This guy is like a heater in my lap. Good Lord.
That's why I'm glad Beanie's over there and not over here, because I'm having hot flushes. And if she's on me as well, it's just, okay, I'm feeling sick now. Just.
Yeah, it does. I'm glad I'm past all that. Man, I don't miss that.
Wriggles. Sorry. I've done it again. Sorry. Hi, Wriggles.
In Kentucky. I have a friend that lives in Kentucky. She lives in this teeny. I can't even say the name of the town because there's so few people there. I'd be giving away who she is. But it's wow. It's one of those Birch Creek type town names. I think there's 12 people that live there.
Wow. Are they all related?
I don't think so. Because, it could be her husband's relatives. I knew she moved there because her mama lived in a different town. And I knew she's got 4 kids. So yeah, likely they are all related.
My family didn't need a new house. We just needed a town.
Mm-hmm. Need a new town. Okay, so we know that you garden. And
I like baking. I'm no good at it, but I enjoy doing it because I like making scones and cakes and cookies, and I give them all to my friends.
Mm-hmm. I love scones. I love soda bread. I love anything.
Bread. I do bread as well. I forgot about the bread. I do bread too. I mean, I'm no good at it. I'm not a master of any craft that I do. I'm just not. But I like to give it a go.
Mm-hmm. Dabble in everything.
Exactly.
Angela's recording. Do you knit?
I do, sort of.
Right there with you.
Sort of. I can do squares and I can do rectangles, long rectangles. Any more than that, I'm just not going there again. I two people challenged me. One of them's in here now. Challenged me to make a pair of socks.
Oh,
and
that's not fair for a new knitter.
No, I wasn't going to do it, but I won some sock yarn. Two hanks plus a mini.
Oh.
To make socks, and I was like, okay, fine, I'll make them. And I bought tips, and I was quite chuffed myself because I mastered how to do that particular cast on before the other two, and I was like, woohoo! And then that's where it all fell apart. It was gone then. I broke my tips, and I just had a hairy fit and just went, no more. It's not happening. Go away. So yeah, I'm sticking to my scarves and my squares, mainly scarves, but I don't do anything bar dead basic. That's it. Just
I enjoy knitting washcloths. Isn't that the most ridiculous thing to say? I enjoy knitting washcloths.
Little squares, they're useful.
Yeah, they are. And I've crocheted washcloths, boop, 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 boop. It's done in 10 minutes. But for some, and I think, okay, this is my thought process. What do you think, Spring? Does this make sense? I'm still overwhelmed by knitting, and a washcloth is small enough that I can actually complete it. I think that's why I like the washcloths. And I talk about this person all the time, and I can never, ever, ever remember the name. They don't have a channel. It's a website. It's not a website. It's a blog. I guess blog is the right word. But if you look up free knit washcloth and then say football or flower or something like that, this person's channel is going to pop up. And she's got about 300 free patterns. And they're very simple. It's just knit, purl makes the design. And it's everything you can think of. Any holiday, any animal, any sport. Now she's doing the Navy symbol and the Army symbol and that kind of stuff. And every animal you can imagine. And, hearts and flowers and basic shapes. And I just love, I did a flamingo recently last year. I've got a couple more on my list to do, and you can make them out of not washcloth fabric, not cotton, and then do the squares, put them together and make a blankie, and like just all the different flowers or all different animals or all different dinosaurs for a kiddo. And it's
still very daunting to me. I mean, you're saying that and I'm like, oh, I would. And then I'll face it and go, no, it's not happening. No.
But there's no reason that you have to. I mean, if you don't want to and you don't enjoy it, don't let somebody shame you into it. Poor Miss Spring, I have volunteered her to help teach me how to knit these socks that I took a class. I took a class in person at my local yarn shop, and it was a nightmare. It was a nightmare. Everybody has heard the saga of the socks, and they are completely pulled out, and the yarn is sitting in a basket waiting for somebody else to teach me.
Thank you, Christine.
Yeah, it's socks. Yeah. And it's
Christine showed me what the hens and chicks are.
Oh, good. Yeah.
Succulents.
And I think one of the reasons we like them is they winter over good in our climate. They can handle the cold winter. None of them will die. We never lose any of the hens and chicks. Everything else, even my lavender, it's funny you mentioned that. I wonder, are some of the lavenders kind of more delicate? Can they handle?
Yeah, you've got Mediterranean lavender, which they're used to heat, and one little bit of cold and they're like, I'm gone. And then you've got the really robust stuff that is specially grown here, and it's like pretty hardy to about -10.
Mm.
You know, it's knowing what's going in. And for me, I kind of have a preference to lavender with bracts or flags, and they look like ears on the top.
Yeah.
Love them. Love them.
Mm-hmm.
They just make me think they're all cutesy and they're sweet. So yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Christina's crocheting. She lives in the same part of the country that I do, and she says they do well in the Pacific Northwest. I think aren't you more on the Seattle coasty area, Christine? I buy my plants. I bought some over there, Christine. Oh my gosh, how many years ago was that? Probably 10 years ago. We bought some over on San Juan Island, and they were specially grown there, and I brought them back, and they still didn't like the winter. So now I only buy plants that are grown locally in local lavender farms. So I know that they are wintered over and they can handle the cold.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. We get
probably better if you're going to go down the lavender route. You can go towards. I mean, we've got oodles of lavender nurseries over here, and they will be growing the Mediterranean type, but even the Mediterranean type is good, but get the a liter, like size-wise, a liter tub.
Yeah, get a little bigger one.
Thingy, rather than a little one, because you've got more chance of it being okay.
Right. Yeah. I always buy the gallon size ones. Yeah, the great big one, because there's a much better chance. And I used a row of lavender as a fence line between us and our neighbor. Just as a pretty, not as a fence, just as a pretty. And every winter I would lose one or two of them because they weren't hardy enough for this area. Christine, I did not know you were in Spokane. We will have to
wait. How could you say that?
Say what?
Where does she live?
Spokane.
I've never heard it said. I always thought it was Spokane.
Yeah, that's not correct for where we are. There's 2 or 3 cities that are named Spokane, and Spokane, the word is actually an Indian tribe. They were the Spokane Indians, and the proper pronunciation is Spokane. And we will tell you in no uncertain terms that you have said it wrong. And
I've never heard it, so I have to.
I know, and that's why. When I'm telling people, when I'm spelling it for, like, you call somebody to order something and they say Spokane, and I say, no, it's Spokane, like the Indian tribe. And then they don't argue with you.
But we also have an E on the end. It's Ain.
Yeah. We also have next to us is a city called Coeur d'Alene, and it's spelled Couer, small d, capital L, A-N-E. People look at that and they go, Cordialini, and it's Coeur d'Alene. And what's the one over there that I can never pronounce? Is Chilium? In Chilium? Over on the coast. Chelan is another one people can't get right. But they're just spelled so oddly because they're names of Indian tribes. And so it's important to say them correctly.
I get that.
The Blackfoot, you wouldn't say Blakey. It's black, So,
but I could turn around to you and say the big dog is a Great
Dane.
Right. So why is that Dane, but Spokane isn't Ain?
Because it's
a name. Call it a Great Dane.
Who knows? who the heck knows?
We've got enough of those places over here as well. So.
Yes, Doris, you're right. It's Oregon. It is not Oregon.
Oregon.
Yep, you said it right. Good job.
She's going shopping.
So Karen, you see, there's Coeur d'Alene. That's how Coeur d'Alene is spelled. Except it's a small D. It's a small D. It's French. That was
I did the accent right. Okay,
you did it perfect. Wenatchee is hard for people. There's one that over on the coast that I always get wrong, and people look at me like I'm crazy, but it's spelled so completely different than how it is. It's one of the places where we go camping.
Like seeing Marlowe.
Yeah.
Arkansas is a big one. It's not Arkansas. It took me ages to get away from. I'm sorry, that says Arkansas. No, it's not. It's Arkansas.
Oh, Arkansas?
Arkansas.
No, it's Arkansas.
Well, why are there so many S's in it then?
I don't know. Yeah. Oh, I know. Spell check. Yeah. Yep. Yep. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. There's the weird things. So yeah, it's funny that you mentioned Spokane. And when I'm talking to my friends and I'm just joking around, I'll say, yeah, here in Spokane. And they're like, why are you saying it like that? Because I'm the first one to correct somebody when they say it wrong.
Been here and everywhere else. Been. Oh, that's just down to dialect, I think, Doris. Yeah, with I've been here, I've been there. I mean, you put a H in here. Over here, we say ear. Over here, we don't say here. It's too posh.
Even the state is Washington. WASHINGTON. There is no R in there, and people will say Washington all the time. Used to drive my mother insane. Washington. Yeah, we're from Spokane, Washington. No, you are not.
Oh,
you are not.
Well, maybe you are now. You just need to learn.
Oh, it's horrific. Christine, do you have a lot of snow where you're at? We got bundles of it. We're kind of on a hill, so yeah, the English language is.
I don't want any over here. I don't want
Missouri. Missouri, correct.
Misery.
Yeah, still correct.
Complete misery.
Still correct. Oh, Max, I'm dying here. You're about 100.
Is he on your lap?
Oh yeah, full on my lap. I have dog right here. I can't crochet. I can't do anything but pet the dog. This is total pet me time, and I'm
keeping you safe, Robbin.
Freaking hot. It's like I get dressed. I'm like, oh, it's 22 degrees. I need to get on this and this and this. And I'm like, yeah, I think we're gonna have to remove the blankie from our lap.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, Christine. So you're in the Whitworth area. I'm up on the South Hill, so we've got gobs of snow as well. 75 in Texas. Thank you, Jennifer.
75. That's pretty high, isn't it? That's
pretty high.
20 something. I will consult me googs.
I love this. I love this game.
75 Fahrenheit to Celsius is 23. Oh my gosh, I'd be roasting. Nearly 24 degrees.
75 to 80 is perfect for me. Heck. When we hit the 90s, I start going, it's a little hot. And Mr. and I always have the AC battles. Jennifer, do you guys have the AC battles? He wants it on at 75. I want it on at 85. And I'll tell you what, that 10 degrees makes a big difference. That's unless I've got a dog in me.
I'm pretty. I mean, I'm a fat bird anyway at the moment, so I'm well insulated without more heat. Mm-hmm. I just do not like heat. Right now, we're going into winter, and I'm like, okay, I hate the cold. It's freezing, but I prefer this to sweating.
Yeah. You can always put on a sweater.
You can
always knit some socks, right, Lisa?
Yeah.
Maybe not. Maybe not.
We were 20.
We can always crochet some slippers.
Slippers will do. I can do slippers.
Well, and crochet socks are basically slippers.
Yeah, just get a glue gun and put some rubbery
little dot
bits on the bottom.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
36 centigrade. Oh my god. No. I like it cool. He's good about not touching the AC. He just puts on his house coat. Good man.
Yeah.
She trained him well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. So, I know one of the things that we love you for, one of the many things we love you for, are your little earrings.
My hanky stitch markers.
Yes. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. They're stitch markers. Isn't that wonderful?
I'm wearing Christmas colours today because we're in December. So I've got my metallic Christmas ones out.
So how did you discover making those? They're so awesome.
I was very naughty.
That's what we like to hear.
I was I saw somebody opening a giveaway win, and it was from a company on Etsy, and they had Hank stitch markers but slightly different design, and I was like, that looks really easy and I bet I can do a better job of it. So I grabbed what I had here, made one really, really easily, and was like, I can do this better than that one. Right. And then I started refining and changing a little bit up and getting them more uniform. And then it was, okay, this is the thing now. That's it. I'm going to do this on the side, and started making hanky markers. And then earlier this year, I started making hanky key rings. So yeah, it's a thing.
Well, show us some.
What you want? Purple, don't you?
Yes, I do.
You want purple. We have got a lavender purple.
Ooh.
I've got a lavender cream. And I've got emperor and lilac. There we go. We'll do.
Okay, I'm making you big. Hold on, I'm making you big.
No, don't make me big.
Yes. Not me. We don't want to see me. There, that's what we want to see. Oh, you guys. Oh, I love that twisty colored one. Oh, they're all so pretty.
You've got the solid, then you've got the purple and white, and then you've got the lilac and emperor purple.
Oh, I love that one.
One of my favorites.
Ooh.
But that's metallic.
Yeah, look at that.
And the brilliant thing with these is because they're so flipping light and they're soft. And yeah, okay, I'll do this for those people in the chat. I know who you are. There you go, pink and red. There you go.
Oh, pink and red. I would never put that together, but it's beautiful. It reminds me of a candy cane.
I was going to do a candy cane one and decided against it. I don't know why. There's another.
Ooh, elegant.
Green one. But
wonderful.
They don't snag on anything. Like, you put them on your work, they're not going to snag. And because they're really light, they ain't going to pull your earlobes off.
Yeah, so many of the earrings I can't wear because they hurt my ears.
See, now, that's one thing that I made sure of. These have all got all the clasps of them.
Oh, yeah, that kind.
The lever backs, they're sterling silver. They are hallmarked sterling silver.
Wow.
Because if I'm making something, I want it to be as good quality as possible. If I put just an everyday hook or attachment onto that and it rusts or it breaks easily, I don't want to put my name to that. So they're sterling silver.
They're fabulous.
Do you want to do one of those things?
Oh yeah, let's do one of those things. So Miss Lisa is going to give away. What are you giving away?
I don't know how you're going to do it.
I do.
But okay, good. However she's going to do it.
Because we're all
one person for the moment can win a pair of hanky stitch markers in your colour choice. I have got over 400 colours.
Wow.
So chances are I may well have the colour and shade you want. Not necessarily, but there's a good chance. So Robbin is going to sort it so that one of you can win.
And this is quite easy. This is quite easy. You're going
Bring
to
you back.
put down a number, Miss
Bring you
Lisa.
back. Bring you back.
You're going to
bring you back.
Oh,
Bring you
yes,
back.
of course. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Welcome in,
That's what you're
Gloria.
talking about. Miss Lisa's going to think of a number. Are you thinking of your number?
Between what and what?
Between 1 and 18.
Do you want me to write it down as well so there's no
Yes,
cheating?
ma'am. If you've got, I wasn't sure if you had writing instruments handy. And what you guys are going to do is when I say go, you're going to type in the word Hank, Hank. And then whatever number she writes down, that's the person. Oh, we're going to count them. Yes, Max. No, you can't enter. Max is upset because he can't enter.
How many guesses do they get? How many times can they write a number?
One time. So no, they're not guessing the number. Okay. Got your number written down?
I have.
Okay. So you guys are going to write the word Hank, Hank, and we're going to start START right now. Okay. Everybody write the word Hank, Hank.
And if it's not your thing, you can always win them for somebody else and say, could these go to blah, blah, blah.
And you're going to send those anywhere?
Mm-hmm.
Wowza, you guys, that's special. Because you know how much international shipping costs these days?
Yeah.
Let me tell you.
Yeah.
Let me tell you. And so you've been doing this for a while, and I know you've got great response to it, because I tried to buy some probably a year ago and you were sold out and I couldn't get any. And
sold out?
Yeah.
I've never been sold out.
I know. I tried to order some. Maybe it was just that color.
Possibly.
It might have just been the color. And
some colors are way more in demand than others.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. I just couldn't get the color that I wanted. And, I'm kind of a princess, so everything has to be purple.
I've got quite a few shades of purple right now, including a metallic purple.
Those are really pretty. If I was the type to go out on the town, oh, hell, I'll wear metallic purple right here.
There you go.
Right here in my living room, because that's the only place I go. Sorry, guys.
They've stopped.
Purple. Yes, Miss Jennifer. You got to write the word Hank, Jennifer. Word the word Hank.
Sharon, you've written Hank twice.
Oh, nope, can't do that. I think you.
We got you, girlie. Even though you're supposed to be shopping right now, we got you.
I don't want to block you, and I don't want to put you in timeout. Sharon, can you remove one of your Hanks, please? Either one. Thank you, Jennifer.
Welcome in, Ninja. Evening. I missed you. I'm sorry. Welcome in, Ninja.
I know. Ninja snuck right in while we were in the middle of showing off your pretties. All right, is everybody done? Everybody Hank up?
I'm sorry, Beanie.
What was that?
My phone was here and it just dropped on top of my PC tower. And
oh,
Beanie
no.
fell off the chair. I'm so sorry, Beans.
That's funny. All right, let's call it. We're going to stop it now. So nothing that shows up after this will count. Enter. Enter.
It's so bad.
Okay. This is really, really old school. So you are going to tell me what number you wrote down, and I'm going to count 12. All right. We're going to count here. And it's based on what I see on my screen. Sorry if that doesn't match you guys.
You're taking it from StreamYard, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Let me scroll up. There. Okay.
Come on. Good Lord. Ooh, teal. Okay. 1, 2,
Okay.
3,
I know
4,
who it is.
5, 6, 7,
Robbin,
8,
Zara.
9, 10, 11, 12. I got Gloria. Do you get
Yeah.
Gloria?
Yeah.
Yay! Gloria wins. Ta-da-da! There is our winner, Miss Gloria J. Bowman. Miss Gloria J., are you new in here? I don't recall seeing your name before.
Ms. Glow. She pops in and out every now and again. She's a
Let's see,
popper.
Here's our win. Okay. Here's our winner's email. Pay no attention to the date. Obviously, I haven't updated that in a while. I suppose I could do that real quick. Here. There we go.
When you email Robbin,
Email me,
Gloria,
and I'll get the information off to her.
yeah.
Boom, boom. Let's go. December. DC.
All you need to do is have a think about what color or colors you want. On each hank, you can have up to 2 colors. You can have 2 hanks the same coloring, or you can have 2 different. It's completely down to you, but you've got a pair incoming.
Yeah, so let's get that to me. I just put December, but let's get that to me in the next, let's say, week. We don't want this dragging on forever. We want to get shipping could take a while because of the holidays. It takes longer.
It's not just the holiday. Over here, we have got a lot of strikes. A lot. So yes, I can get them made and in the post, and I will let you know when they're in the post. There won't be tracking on them, so it'll just have to be.
Yeah. Wait and see.
Yeah.
I had a package sent to me from Canada in August. Never got here. And she paid almost $40 to ship it. And mine, I sent to her.
There was no tracking.
Took about 3 weeks. Yeah. And I'm like, you didn't put tracking? And she says, tracking doubles the cost.
Yeah. That's why I won't do tracking. Unless somebody's paying for the tracking, I don't do tracking because it doubles.
Yeah. I ordered something the other day and it was $10 shipping. And if I wanted tracking, it was $35.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh man. And I'm glad to know, because I ended up not ordering it because I'm just, having had that experience, I'm just sketch about ordering something without tracking now.
See, the one thing that I do when it comes to whether it's scrunchies or the hanky markers or the hanky rings, there's a certain amount that you can buy, and depending on which one it is, depends on how many. But as an example, with the hanky markers, if you buy 5, I won't do tracking unless you want it. But as of 6 and up, it will be tracked no matter what. And that, I've got to do postage dead on. And because there's at one point there's a threshold when it comes to weight and size, and when it gets to that point, tracking is exactly the same as standard. So it's like, well, there you go then.
Yeah.
Track.
Nice. So you hear that, guys? The moral of that story is order more than 5, right? 5 was the cutoff.
6 is a popular choice. Okay. And
so you need to order 2 pairs of earrings and 2 of the keychains, and then your order will be tracked automatically.
There you go.
Right?
Lisa, I did email you to let you know that it was posted. So you should have had that. I mean, they'll take a little while, but you should have had the email to let you know. Going out to UK tomorrow. Won't make it in time. No, it won't make it in time. It's too late.
But it'll get there eventually.
It'll get eventually. There you go.
So Doris, just my suggestion, Doris. If you know it's not going to make it anyway, wait till the UPS drops their Christmas surcharge, their holiday surcharge, and send it a couple of weeks from now.
Hang on. You can't, because in January you guys boost the prices again.
Oh, that's true. So the holiday surcharge will become the new price.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you guys notice they doubled the price of the PO boxes? I went in to pay and he told me it was, whatever, 100 and something. And I'm like, and that's for the year, right? And he goes, no, that's 6 months. I'm like, what?
Yeah, ain't you lucky? 6 months? We'll be looking at that per week here.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I don't think there's anybody UK creator wise, unless they're really raking in the money, that would have a PO box, because it costs a fortune.
Wow.
It really does. I thought they were fairly cheap-ish. No.
Good morning, Miss Lynette. Thank you for joining us. Oh, Lynette, you just missed the giveaway 2 minutes ago. But hang on. Yeah. Purple Crochet and More. Hello. Hi, Lisa. I didn't say hi to you, Lisa, the Grammy Scattered. I'm so sorry. I did.
Miss Sandrine, welcome in.
So much. So many lovely folks in here. So, how much do you sell the earrings for? I know they're not earrings, but in my world they are.
Calling them earrings.
They're not. But as earrings, you have to have two, right? You have to buy two. Sure, that's a good price.
You have to get a pair, don't you?
Yeah, you just do. It doesn't make sense not to. Oh, but Lynette, I think you would have loved them.
Okay, so for a pair, it's $5.
Wow.
If you buy 4, it's $8.
What?
If you buy 6, it's $12. Plus
Lord.
And you get a little mini hank with it as well.
Did you guys hear those prices? You can't buy a cheap, crummy pair of earrings from the Walmart for that much.
The more you buy, the cheaper they are, because it's doing a special dealio.
Wow! And if I buy 6 or 8 of them, I can get all different colors if I want.
You can get every single.
You're right, Christine. She is not charging enough. She is not charging enough.
Got a whole
look at those. Look at that beautiful bowl.
Oh!
Look at all those colors. Wait, don't move.
Oh my
I know
God.
You're going to yell at me.
Yes.
Okay, look at those colors. They're stunning.
So these are, when somebody says, I want this color, I won't just make one of them. I will finish the thread.
Sure, and that makes sense.
Because these are all silk and cotton, and some of them are rayon, it's normally between 5 and 6 per color.
Good question, Cheryl.
So I put them all in a pre-made, as it were.
Cheryl's asking, is that GBP prices or is that US?
I can do the Great British Pound prices if you like, but I've just told you the dollar. Okay. I can tell you the Great British Pound.
I believe, please, Cheryl, if I screw this, who's that one lady? She says, I love the way she says it. It's because of my head, not my heart. I believe you're in Australia. Is that right, Cheryl? I know you're from somewhere fun and wonderful.
I can give you it in Australian dollars if you like, if that's where you are.
GBP. Don't you guys over there all use the same money?
No.
I thought you all used pounds.
In the UK, it's Great British Pounds. In Australia, Australian dollars.
Why did I think Australia was part of that? Did they used to be?
Part of the Commonwealth.
Yes. But that's different.
That's different. Yes, Aussie here. I can do, if you give me a moment, I will consult the Googs.
Well, Cheryl, I'm so proud of myself because I have no memory of anything. So Lisa, those amazing, Lisa the Grammy Squatter, those amazing low prices she gave us were US dollars. She's going to give us She's going to give us
Australian.
$1
Give me
million.
Australian. Okay, so Australia. So for a pair is $8.20. This is Australian dollars. For 4, it's $13.66, and for 6, it's $19.12.
That is phenomenal. Okay, and just because I want to hear,
remember postage on top of that as well,
right?
though.
And then postage, yeah.
The good thing is with these, they're pretty much flat. So I think it's over in America. You guys call it media mail. Over here we call it large letter, and it easily fits in a large letter, which keeps the price down. Easily keeps it down. So it's a bonus that you're not paying like $4 for a pair, and then you're paying $60 for postage.
Yeah, which. Okay, so now I want to hear it in
oh my gosh,
GBP. No, this one you should know. GBP.
Oh, that's easy. Okay, so for a pair, it's £4.50. For 4, it's £7.50, and for 6, it's £10.50.
I love the way you say that. Okay, so what is the 50? Is that
50 pence?
Pence. So 50
half
pennies.
of a pound.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that would be me saying $4.50, because that's what we would say. We would say $4.50.
Yeah.
And $4.50. We stretch
there's
it.
No sense. Not there's no sense up here, but there's no senses in money when it comes to the American conversion. It's a nice round number. Yeah.
I love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. I know. So the consensus is you need to raise your prices after we all buy ours. Right? Look out for my peeps.
Right now, because it's Christmas time, there's a lot of metallic colors, but they're limited edition. So as soon as they've gone, they've gone. But the metallics kind of suit the Christmas mood because they're glitzy, but they're delicate. Glitzy, but delicate, like me. Glitzy, delicate.
Delicate and glitzy. So can you show us some of the key rings? I'd love to see those.
You didn't ask me about that when I said, what do you want me to get near me? Oh my gosh. The amount that I'm moving for you.
You probably need to get more water while you're up.
Oh, I can't do that yet because then I need to piddle.
Right? Isn't that something? Oh, is everybody today? We're having fun today with Miss Lisa LadybirD Loves.
No. I won't have it, Robbin. I won't have it.
What did I do wrong?
It's not Ladybird D. It's
LadybirD.
LadybirD.
LadybirD capital D Loves.
It's like Spokane.
You're right. You're right. It's just so it's LadybirD. Is that how we're supposed to say it? We got to put the hard D on there, LadybirD.
That's it. You've got to emphasize the D.
It's quite hard to emphasize the D. Oh, man.
There's a glitzy one.
Oh, man. And it's just the regular round. What do they call that ring? What's that ring called, hon? It's not a D ring. Split ring.
Just a standard split ring. For green lovers. There's green.
That's so pretty.
And the beads on them, depending on what you require, I'll either do them in FIMO, or there's another channel called Ingrid's Inspirations, and she knits, she crochets, she makes dream catchers, she does art, and she makes beads. And I commissioned 300 beads from her, especially for the hankies.
I've lost my pencil. Oh, here it is. Oh, sorry. I upset the dog. He's leaving us.
Oh dear. Oh well, you're in for it now, aren't you?
I moved. Okay, tell me, what is her name? I have to go look her up. Ingrid's Inspirations?
Yep. She's in South Africa.
Ingrid's Inspirations. Okay. Do you make the phyllo beads?
Yeah. In fact, just like I do with the hankies, I kind of pre-make.
Okay, hold on. Show us
Don't
those.
make me large again. I'm large enough.
Going to make you large. Oh, that's beautiful. It's sparkly.
So look, we've even got a Christmas glitzy one because we can go.
Wow.
Or if you're a little bit of a snob, and let's face it, some of us always are every now and again.
Me.
There's gold.
Yes.
But yeah, with these, again, if I've got the colour, you can order whatever colour you like. And when it comes to the beads, you choose the 2 colours of the beads and done.
And then, I had a question and it's gone from my little brain. Oh, we can get the hank part in different colors as well.
You get the hank, whatever colour you like. You can have, again, up to 2 colours on one hank. The bad thing is that there's quite a few people that say, can I have 3 or 4 colours in one? No, because really, then you're going to have a massive knot. And, I want to try and hide that as best I can.
Yeah.
And so 2 colours maximum. But, hang on. Unless.
Oops. That's not what I meant to do. Ah!
What's going on? Unless the yarn calls for variegated colours, and then you can have different colours.
Yes.
You see?
Yes.
So it's just knowing what you want to grab, and if I've got it, then we're all good. I don't have 400 colours like I do with the hanky markers, but I do have a fair few for the hankies. Cheryl, all you need to do is email me and let me know what you want. But emailing me, I can't do it because I'm not in. It's not my StreamYard. It's Lisa LadybirD, all one word.
Okay, let's see if Robbin is smart enough to do this. We're going to create a new banner. Now you can watch my brain at work. Okay, what's the email? Lisa?
It's Lisa LadybirD.
Okay.
At googlemail.com.
Okay, I'm going to put this on here and you tell me
Cheryl.
If I've done it correctly. Where's my save button? Told you guys. I told you guys. LISA
Did I break her?
LADYBIRD at googlemail.com.
Yeah.
Okay. Why can I not? It's not letting me save it. Add banner. Let's try this.
And if you're unsure, if you want to kind of have a nosy at colours, I haven't done it last month. I need to do it this month. If you go onto my community page, there are a couple of photos of them too. Look at you!
Did I do it right? Did I spell it right?
You did.
Okay.
Good girl. Thank you.
It's always an adventure around here, let me tell you. So Cheryl wants to know about how many orders do you get?
It depends how much I push them, if I'm honest. When I push them, I tend to get a nice amount of orders, but it's not like a steady trickle because I keep forgetting to mention them.
Mm-hmm.
But when I do my tutorials, when I do my woolly reviews, I have a couple just
sitting about.
Mm-hmm. And I use them in the tutorials and the woolly reviews, and to kind of say, oh, by the way, down in the description are all the details. But I just don't push them enough.
Yeah,
I'm very, very naughty. So it's every now and again somebody will come along, but it's not a steady flowing thing. It is what it is.
It's wonderful. They're so pretty and so versatile. And I know what you mean about them not catching on things. I like the pretty stitch markers that are floating around out there, but I'm always worried they're going to catch on my stuff. So I end up not using them.
I think that's one thing with a lot of my stitch markers. I would love to use them, but they're either too heavy or they catch on your wool and you've got to kind of prise them off, and or the stitch marker breaks because it's caught on something.
Yeah. So I end up using, for actual stitch markers, I end up using the little plastic safety pin thingy, and I use it. And then if I lose these, I don't care. But I don't want to lose my pretty ones either. What I need to do is get something here that I can hang all my pretty stitch markers on. That would be a pretty background.
Stitch marker wall hanging.
Yeah. I have one of my very, very dear friends. She's one that made me work last night. I work for her craft store. And every time she watches one of my lives, she gives me heck because of the blank wall. It just drives her insane. And I tell her, when I'm opening things or when I'm showing off projects, they set up here. So then I have all of that with my projects. But a lot of times I don't have anything up there. And but I like that idea. I like the idea of getting one of those mesh screen things and then hang it like you would hang, the earring hanger doohickeys, and hang all my beautiful stitch markers from it, because I've got quite a few.
Don't just say it, do it.
Yeah, and then that also entails me finding all my beautiful stitch markers. I just bought some more. Oh, poor thing. She was mortified. Do you guys know Miss AJ? What is it? AJ's Personal Choice. She just started. Yeah, she just started selling some really pretty stitch markers. They're so pretty. And I got some that I just am so excited about. One of them is holding a wine glass, and one of them has a coffee cup. So excited. And she got them done, and we did the pay thing, and she shipped them off. And it didn't occur to me that she hadn't asked for my address. And I thought, well, she's just going to use my P.O. box. She mailed them to my daughter's house in Texas, because that's where I was the last time I had her ship me something. And she was so upset. And I'm like,
well, at least they went to someone you knew, not just like a random stranger.
Yeah, random P.O. box that belongs to somebody else now. But no, so I'm like, I go to my daughter's all the time. It's no big deal. So I don't even have those pretty ones to show off. But my daughter opened them and showed them to me. They're very, very pretty. So I can't wait to get them.
Not in the right location yet.
Yeah. And I will be. And when I go down there, I spend a month down there. So I do lots of crocheting while I'm there. So I have good views for them when I'm there. But I just thought that was the funniest thing. So I try to be real careful. So if you ever don't get one of my prizes, contact me, because who knows what I've done.
Could have gone to anywhere.
It could have gone to. In fact, I got to know. So I use Pirate Ship for my shipping. So I love it. You can create your label right in your little house, and you tape it to the package. And in theory, you can call them and they'll come pick it up. I don't do that. I take it to the post office. Well, a day or two ago, I get this message from Pirate Ship, and it said, we've sent you a refund because the amount of your package shipping was different than the shipping you put on your package, and because of a different zip code. And I'm like, oh God, I have mailed this to the wrong person. I have put the wrong label on the wrong package. So who knows what people are getting?
Oops.
Who knows? But somebody will contact me and they'll go, I thought I won this. So I'll be sending them out a replacement. It's all the mail stuff is all so complex, so complicated. And, we do our best, people. We do our best. So how long typically does it take to get to across the pond from y'all when something gets sent over here?
Under a fortnight, 10 days.
I was going to say, and what's a fortnight?
Oh, yeah, you don't do fortnights, do you?
No, we do not.
2 weeks.
Okay, we do weeks. Why? Where does fortnight come from? That's an interesting term. Do you know? It just
It's an
is.
English word.
Okay. Okay. So we're gonna play a game. We're gonna play What's That Word?
Oh, heck.
Okay. So a simple one. Elevator, you guys call it
Lift.
a lift.
Yeah.
And a telephone, don't you call that?
Now, which telephone?
Oh. The old-fashioned one where you actually used to have a landline.
Like the house landline is a
Yeah.
phone.
It's just a phone. Okay.
Yeah. It's that one that we call different over here to you guys.
And what do you call that?
Mobile.
Oh, you just call it the mobile. Okay.
We don't do cell phones. It's a mobile phone.
Interesting. Interesting. Now, I heard something about pants. You put our pants on, like a pair of jeans or what we would wear to work.
Okay, so if you turn around to somebody and say, "Do you want? Have you got your pants on?" It's underwear, it's knickers, it's Y-fronts, it's boxers. It's
wait. What was the third thing you said?
Y-fronts?
What? I can't even understand what you're saying.
Y, like the letter Y. Fronts, not back.
Y-fronts.
Fronts.
Y-fronts. I've never heard that before.
Oh, they're the proper man briefs that have got the seam that goes part down and then it splits like an upside down Y.
Isn't that all the Y-fronts? I am so gonna use that.
And Springles, it's KN. KNICKERS. A sweater, jumper, that depends on the type of jumper it is, because some are sweaters and some are jumpers.
Oh, so then what is the actual true jumper?
Like proper woolly jumper. I haven't even got one to hand, but like what you're wearing right now, that's a sweater.
Okay.
But if it were like wool, it's a jumper. This is not a jumper or a sweater. It's a cardigan.
Oh, so in my world, that's just a sweater.
Yeah,
we say sweater. I believe you guys agree with me. We say sweater for anything, whether it's built like this or if it's built like that, or if it's
there's a lot under that umbrella. It drives me nuts. It drives me nuts.
Yeah. And I have told people, do you want a cardigan or do you want an open front? And they don't even know what a cardigan is. They don't even know what I'm talking about. And I'm like,
an open front is a cardigan. How is an open front different to a cardigan?
Well, a cardigan has buttons. An open front doesn't. They don't close.
Oh.
Right? Am I right, or am I just making things up?
I don't know. I haven't heard it before. So, I'm learning too.
See? I'm right. Maybe it's a Washington thing. Maybe it's something here we talk about in Spokane, Washington.
Welcome back, Lisa.
Oh, Spring, we're crazy this morning. Absolutely crazy. Yeah. So what? So you crochet.
I do.
And what do you like to crochet? What do you like to make? Okay, wait. Before you answer that, I got a different question. Are you a one thing at a time crocheter? Or are you a multi-project crocheter?
That's really difficult to say because I'm a creator on YouTube. I was a one thing at a time person, and to be fair, I wish I still was, but I have one thing that I only make on video. It won't be off video. So that's purely for Thursdays. I have one thing that is a cal that I'm doing with Ingrid's Inspirations. That we're making the same thing with the same wool, with the same hook that we're doing together. So at the moment, 2 things. But if you'd asked me that 2 weeks ago, it would have been 3 things.
But your preference is to work on one thing at a time.
I want to finish one thing before I start the next, because otherwise my head just
Isn't that funny?
I hate the fact I've got 2 things on the go right now because it drives me nuts.
Oh my gosh, you would go crazy at my house. I can see right here in front of me. I can see 8 projects.
Yeah, no, that
and then I've got 2 more sitting in the bedroom. I've got a knit. Karen, I'm knitting a blanket. Spring, I'm knitting a blanket. That's in the bedroom. And it was so funny because, I just finished that turtle. Oh, Trevor turned out so nice. And I only worked on Trevor because it was a Christmas present. I had to get it done. And I rather enjoyed it. I will never admit that to anybody. But I did enjoy just working on one project. It was kind of nice.
I'm wind powered, Springles.
Okay, so you're a your preference is a single project.
Yeah.
But how do you there's so many things I want to make. How do you work on one thing?
I've got a whole list, and I've got a list of what I want to make, and I've got a bag full of project bags which have the wool ready for that project.
Lined up, ready to go.
It's one at a time.
And you don't get bored of working on one thing or tired of it?
I can do every now and again. I can do. But the good thing is I do hats as well. I do hats for the homeless. Mm-hmm. And that is something that kind of helps break up the monotony of whatever big project I'm doing. So I can kind of put that down. Let's get a hat done. Okay, now I can get back to this project again. But hats don't really stay whips unless I'm having a really, really down time. Hats are done, they're made. It's not, okay, I've half done it, I'll come back to it tomorrow.
How long does it take you to pop out a hat?
3 to 4 hours, depending.
Yeah. I was going to say a couple of weeks.
Depends on my cramp. I'll get major cramp.
For me, it's this. It's my shoulder and my neck gets tangled up.
Yeah, it ain't fun.
So what kind of projects then are your preferences to? Can you show us your cowl? Are you allowed to do that?
But there's nothing to see because it's just one stitch at the moment.
Okay, let's see it. Let's see that one stitch.
I can show you what it's going to look like as well, because it is going to look like that.
This is the best I'm making for Mister. It's turning out okay.
But why don't you make you big? You show things. You need to go big too.
Oh, nah. I show my stuff all the time. This is you. It's all about you today. As it should be. It's all about you. Oh, look at that. See how pretty that is? Oh, we're making you big again. I have the power.
So this is half herringbone.
Oh.
And it's absolutely mahoosive. I hate doing lengthwise, but that's what it is. It
takes forever. Lengthwise. It takes forever to get a row done.
But 2 hours. 2 hours.
Yeah.
But put me small. Please put me small.
I did. I beat you.
I will show you what it's supposed to look like when it's finished. You didn't have
to yell at me. Hi, Joy.
Scroll it down, and it is. No, it's not that one. Oops. Hang on. I went to the wrong bookmark. I was going to have this ready as well, and I didn't.
I get sucked into the make-alongs too, Lisa. I know I'm doing 2, and be on the watch out for a surprise announcement in January, everybody.
Okay, right. So if I do a share screen.
Do I need to go small so you've got room to play?
No, there you go. It's in your basement.
Oh my gosh, I'm going to have you teach me how to do that. Okay.
Are you going to learn something else? That's what it's turning into.
That's on my list.
Is it?
That is on my list to make.
It's so easy.
I love that.
It's
Isn't
so
that
simple,
funny?
and yet there's something about it that just goes.
And I'll tell you guys a secret. Okay. Oh my God. How do I do this? Wait. Okay. So the buttons on there. Do you have special buttons?
Yes.
Oh my God. I cannot believe this. This is so funny. Wait, I made you. Wait a minute. I got to bring you back because I got rid of you. What
to
do
go
I do?
especially with my coloring.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's gonna be gorgeous. So you know what I did, you guys? Where is it? I bought reindeer buttons.
Oh,
I found a lady, and she's gonna be my guest in 2 weeks. She's gonna be on my guest on here. You guys make sure you come and watch. It's called Reindeer Express. She has a real. Did you guys know reindeers are real things? They're real creatures. And she's a farm. People don't know this. They think it's just Santa
Robbin,
Claus. There's a
I
farm
want
out
to
here.
so
There's a farm out here, and they raise reindeer. And when they shed their antlers, she makes all this beautiful stuff out of it, and she makes reindeer buttons. And they're beautiful. And I bought reindeer buttons to make this.
I think
Isn't that funny?
I might have got this wrong, but if Springles is still here, where Springles is, it's either Spring or it's Nisi at Free Handley AU. One of them have got a reindeer farm just a couple of 100 yards away.
Wow. That is, tell me the name of this pattern again. I can't even remember. Free, well, yeah, free, of course. That's why I own it. Crochet
Uptown Poncho.
I love that poncho. And I'm not a real poncho person. Wow. I can't even remember which yarn I was thinking of using. Is there a picture with the lacy bit done in a different color?
Oh, I don't know.
Because that's what I think I had in my mind.
Maybe on the YouTube, because she did a tutorial on the tube.
Maybe. Does that sound, what do you think? Do you guys think that would look pretty with just the lacy bit done in a contrasting color?
That's what Ingrid's doing. She's doing all the simple, come up, all the simple herringbone, all of this bit in scarfy, coral and cream. And then all the lacy bit is a kind of more of a salmon pink.
Oh, that
so
would
it
be
goes,
beautiful.
but it doesn't go, but it makes it stand out.
Yeah, so the top is more variegated. Yes, Spring. Yes, Spring just did a poncho as well, which is gorgeous. And the bottom on it is a different color from the rest of it. Spring, I can't remember. Is the top like variegated and the bottom a solid color? In fact, that's the picture I used on when Spring was my guest a few weeks ago. That was the picture that I used, was that in that poncho. So
Thank
beautiful.
you, Cheryl.
It is so beautiful. I love that. Isn't that funny? Of all the millions of patterns out there.
It's a really quick make as well. I mean, it's only about 60 rows, but of course it's long.
Lengthwise, yeah. It's as wide as a blankie. What yarn are you using? What wool are you using?
I'm using Scarfy.
So wool is yarn, but not all yarn is wool.
Correct. There you go. That's what I'm using.
Oh, plain old Scarfy. Is that the shawl and the ball?
No,
or shawl and
Scarfy.
Just Scarfy? Okay.
Yeah.
Very, very pretty. I think I've got some of that. I say that because y'all know I've got some of everything on earth. Yeah.
Yeah, the bad thing is Ingrid and I started it and didn't realize that we were both running out.
Oh no.
I had to do a plea on my channel and say, please, can anybody get for mine? And then we realized that Ingrid had 2 less than I did.
Oh,
so
geez.
Put out a plea for hers, but the bad thing with hers is it's discontinued. So there ain't no getting any of her color anymore, which is why she's done the contrast color.
I had that happen on a project last Christmas, and I ended up I got one skein from somebody on Etsy and paid dearly for it.
Yeah.
I got one skein from just a shout out. I got one skein from somebody off of Ravelry, sold me a skein. I got one skein, and then I found a yarn store in Oregon that she had some in stock. She had 10 skeins left. I bought all. I didn't need that many, but I bought them all. And because I wanted to make sure I had enough. Because I did a full length wraparound cape, floor, head to toe wraparound cape for y'all see Batman on here. I made it for Batman, so I had to make her a bat cape with the hood and everything, and she had to be able to do this with it. And so it took a lot of yarn. Took a lot of yarn. But yeah, that's how I ended up piecing it together. I was so worried about that. So you're doing the scarfie, and is this you said it's a make along. So are several people doing this, or just the two?
No. It's a call, Cal, because Ingrid and I really work quite well together, and we like to have a kind of a catch up. So while we're chatting to each other in a video call, we'll actually go into StreamYard, but not record anything, not go live. But we've got each other, we're talking to each other, we're chopsing away while we're doing our crochet at the same time. And we've done beaded projects together. We've done silly little things like fish washcloths. We've done a shawl together. We've just finished a beaded hooded boho top, and now we're doing a poncho. So Wednesday and Thursday for 1 to 2 hours, we sit there and we're chatting away while we're crocheting the same.
What a lovely idea. What a lovely idea.
It's nice because the internet brings so many people from all over the world all together. Mm-hmm. If you're having a video chat kind of like this, it just brings you into the room. It doesn't matter where they are. Mm-hmm. Ingrid's in South Africa, I'm in England, and yet for that 2 hours on a Wednesday, 2 hours on the Thursday, we're in the same room. Mm-hmm. It's great.
Wow. That is amazing. And I'm super excited to see that being made up and that it's easy to do.
As soon as I do the lacy part, I'm going to be well away. But I think I'm just over halfway done with the herringbone. It's not herringbone, it's half herringbone. But I'm quite looking forward to doing the lacy bit because much as I like this, it's getting a bit okay.
Yeah, and that's what I'm talking about when you're doing something like this. Like with Trevor, the front of it, I was in love with it because it was the mosaic crochet and you could see your progress on every row and you were following the chart, so it kept your mind active. And then on the back, when I was doing nothing but half double crochets for a week and a half, I wanted to scratch my eyes out. And it was the only thing I worked on because I had to get it done. And I'm just like, oh, this is why I can't do one thing at a time. And when I was doing the front, I'm like, oh, I love doing this one thing at a time. I can just, so it really is project by project.
Yeah.
So how do you make the buttonholes when you're doing the half double? There's not really room for buttonhole there.
I don't know.
You sewing them on?
I'm not at that point yet.
Oh, that comes later. Okay. Doesn't that
It's
sound
coming.
nice, Doris?
Coming. What?
Doris said how wonderful. She'd love to find someone she can sit and crochet with.
There's always somebody. It's just finding somebody that you can agree on a time that suits you.
Time. That's the hardest part, is agreeing on a time. Because like for me, it is coming up on 10 in the morning. For Miss Lisa, what time is it there for you?
10 to 6 in the evening.
Yeah, the poor thing's probably starving to death.
Welcome in, Angela. The good thing with Ingrid and I is neither of us work. We're sat at home practically on our own, so time is there.
It's irrelevant.
And the time difference is only 2 hours, so it's nothing really vast, which is quite handy.
And then it's so nice with you guys working on the same project if you run into, oh my gosh, it is 4 a.m. for Miss Cheryl. Why are you watching us, Cheryl?
She's
You
not.
can watch the replay anytime you want. I'm so happy
Wow.
you're here. Cheryl, I cannot tell you how much I missed having you in my shows. You know, I was telling you guys earlier how I never, ever have a guest on where I don't learn something. Every time I am stuck on something, Cheryl's like, oh, just do this. Oh, just do this. And I'm just like, why didn't I think of that?
You need
She
people
loves
like
us.
that.
Oh, we love you too, Cheryl. We love you. We love you. The time zones, it's amazing to me that we get people from everywhere, and the time zones are just we've got one gal, and of course my brain again, I can't think of her name, and she's in my show quite often, and she lives in the Bahamas, and I just go, wow, right? Bye, Lynette. We'll see you later. I really enjoyed your video the other day. Oh, and I asked you a question. What was it? It was about the link for the people that we're going to do Sophie's Universe. Charlotte's the other one. Sophie's Universe. We need the link for how to get with all the people that want to do that. We'll see you later. See you later, Lynette. Thank you. Poor thing. Lynette has a broken arm and is still crocheting. She's like,
some things just don't stop people.
We'll get this.
I mean, look at Llama Mama Kayla, bless her. Everyone would turn around and say, there's no way you can crochet. She does.
And you know, when she lost this last finger, I was thinking to myself, she's going to need to create some kind of little brace thingy bobber. And boom, next thing you know, that's exactly what she's done.
Yep.
Self stitched. Yeah.
Nothing's going to stop you.
Hi, Miss Mary. Your present is in the mail. Is it a present if you've won it? I don't think so. I think it changes. I think it's a gift at that point. You've won this gift. I don't know.
You've won a prize.
You've won a prize, yes.
It's still happy mail, though, because you still get it and go,
yeah, it's really nice. It's really cool.
You can do another one if you wish.
Oh, okay. Shoot. And now Lynette just left. So Miss Lisa is going to be doing another one of those little giveaway thingies for everybody.
I need paper, don't I?
Yes, you do. And what are you giving away? What is the gift? What is the present?
So we'll do another pair of hankies.
Okay. Yes, you're right, Christine. When it's a passion, you find a way.
Exactly. Yeah. If there's a will, there's a way. But I wish there was a Will nearer and he was single and would take me.
And had lots of money.
That doesn't necessarily matter all that much because usually money makes people poo-poo heads. But
sometimes I at least want a reasonable amount. I want to be able to buy some yarn.
I want to be comfortable.
Yeah, there we go. Comfortable.
Okay. What number am I doing up to?
Let's do 22.
Oh, that's my favorite number.
Uh-oh. That's not a hint or anything, peeps.
No, it's not. I can promise you it won't be 22, but that is my favorite number.
Doris wants to know if it's the stitch markers or
hanky markers. Two
hanky markers. Yep.
Exactly, Cheryl. When I first made them, I'm like, hankies because they're little, but I don't want to wipe my nose on them. I've got that.
Hankettes. Hankettes.
It's probably closer to towelettes, so we're going with the bogies again.
Yeah. Yep. Good Lord.
A number up to 23. We'll do up to 23. I
don't like that word. I'm changing the word.
Okay.
There. All right. Are you ready? Okay, here we go. And the word is marker. Put in the word marker. You may mark a stitch marker.
I mean, heck, if you got a nosebleed, you could shove one up your nose, and it
I suppose you
might take some of the. I don't
Mhm.
know, maybe.
And then it would be a different color as well.
There you go. See,
Yeah.
thinking outside the box.
Type in the word marker, 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 marker.
Welcome in, Kathy. Welcome in, Wanda.
Now I'm cold because I lost my heating.
You lost your companion.
Yeah.
Bring back the blanket.
Yeah, get the blankie again. Oh, I know why he left. Mr. went in to lay down. They all have to go with him. Nose dye yarn. Lucy says we've got a new product, nose dye yarn.
It's a thing. It could well be a thing. I'm sure someone will have done it at some point.
Oh, that's awful, Lucy. That's just awful.
And just think, it's like color changing as well, because when you first do it, it's like bright red, and then as time goes on, it gets darker and darker brown.
And then you can add some boogers to it, and you've got the greens and the yellows.
Yummy.
Really bright green if you've got a sinus infection.
Nutrients. Have they stopped?
No, I think not. I think we're still plugging along here. Oh my God. Oh.
Are you comfy?
All right. So everybody got it up? Everybody got it up? Yeah, very organic. Very organic. All right. Okay. That's it. That's it.
Okay.
Go back up so it's not so far and see what you've done to me. 16. All right. 16. There we go. Go back to the top. There I am. Okay. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
There's only 14.
We only got 14 people who put in.
You only got 14.
All right, now you got to pick a different number. But
that means I need more paper.
Just fold that one in half.
I wrote the 12 on your ass. Hang on. Okay, I'm going to go with... Okay, new number?
8. And...
Scroll up, scroll up, scroll up.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's Miss Cheryl.
I can't even count. I'm missing things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Cheryl.
Woohoo! Miss Cheryl. Yay! Did you guys know Miss Cheryl won one of Bag of Days giveaways? She got one of those giant, right? She got one of those giant boxes of yarn.
Don't make me want to send daggers with the hanky markers.
No. We love Miss Cheryl. If anybody deserves it, she does. She's the sweetest soul on earth.
Just don't forget the email to Robbin.
Oh yeah. Let me get my.
Oh, and I don't know if Gloria's still in here. She might be. Just to let you both know, when it comes to me emailing you, I do tend to go in spam a lot. I don't end up in inbox, so keep your eyes open.
Perfect. Good to know.
Well, there you go. She's already done it. Look, I did. I've done it.
Perfect.
She did it.
How exciting! Yes, see, that's the thing, Cheryl. The numbers look different on your screen than what we have here. And we always say we go by what shows on our screen. So for some reason, StreamYard puts things in a different order.
It's not necessarily a different order on the StreamYard, but what it is between live chat and top chat.
Okay.
In YouTube. If they're in top chat, their message will always be higher.
Oh, I wondered what that meant.
If
because
it's
I always
in live
try,
chat, it's
I
as
try to set it, because on my mobile, I always set it. You didn't get it on my mobile.
It sounds common to me.
I know. On my mobile, I always set it for live chat because I didn't know what the difference was. But there's no way to make that distinction when we're in StreamYard. And so I was always afraid I was missing something. But apparently
As
not.
long as you're in on when you've got your phone, it should say live chat, live chat. Not live chat, top chat. It's got to be live chat, and then you have live chat.
Okay. On the computer, I don't see anywhere where it gives me that option. So I was always worried about that.
On the computer, that's easy. Right at the top, it says top chat or live chat.
It does not. I do not see. No,
it does.
I have on the top right, it says edit. It's got my picture and it says the broadcast. That's all I see.
I will prove you wrong.
Don't prove me wrong. Just teach me.
I like doing that.
I swear I don't see it anywhere. I have looked everywhere. Here, okay. Oh, and she's gonna show off and put that thing live on my screen again from there. Which after the show, she gets to teach me how to do that. Okay, there you are. Let's see where it be. Add to stream.
So you see at the top, it says...
No, I do not have that on mine. Yours looks totally different from mine.
Mine is
in YouTube.
White
or in black. YouTube.
This is YouTube.
Yeah, I'm not in YouTube.
Well, where are you?
I'm directly in StreamYard.
Yeah, I'm on StreamYard with you, but we were talking about YouTube.
Yeah, I'm not in YouTube. So if I go into YouTube, then it'll look like this?
Then it will look like that. And then you've got your live chat, top chat. In StreamYard, it is automatically
down below it says, okay, I hope I don't ruin this, because in my little clicky choices, it says view on YouTube. If I click on that, am I going to break something?
I have no idea what that is. I don't know why you have it. Oh, you're paying for StreamYard, aren't you? So
yes,
you've got features that I don't.
Okay.
I'm cheating.
I wasn't. Well, no, I wasn't going to, but I was using up more than my allotted free hours every month. So I had to. Between my 3-hour bingo marathons every week, except last night because I wasn't here, and my interesting lives every week, I'm putting 5 to 6 hours a week up, and it was more than they were allotting me. And my choices were don't talk so much or pay, and I chose to pay.
I had to buy StreamYard last December, because I did a live running from Christmas Eve right through to my birthday. I did. It's just like,
why?
Because I'm stupid.
Why?
Because we'll just leave it at I'm stupid.
Yeah. Yes, Mary. Did you like? We played spade bingo last night. We went from 3 hours to 1 minute.
Wow. Wow.
I wasn't there.
Wow.
Yeah, you guys, make sure you go in and put a comment under last night's bingo. I'm doing a drawing, doing a little giveaway because I appreciate you guys. I felt so bad. I tried so hard to get out of going last night, but yeah, that didn't happen. My boss is like, and I told her, I said, you guys know I am never available on Monday nights. It's in concrete. And she said, this is literally the only day in December we can get this meeting. Fine. But they fed us.
Awkward buggers.
They fed
us. You watched Lisa sleep. You heard her fart. Yep. Well, nice. Actually, I think I was good last year. It was the year before I had fart counters. They were watching me sleep and counting my farts.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, what people call entertainment these days,
right?
Really.
That's a sad state of affairs. Sad state of affairs. Oh my gosh.
But it's quite weird when you kind of wake up enough to kind of try and get an eye open and you realize there are people talking in the chat, and you're like, what is wrong with you? I'm asleep.
Yeah.
They're nuts. People are nuts.
Spring watched you sleep. So how many hours was that?
Too many. 5 days. And the only gap there was a half hour every 11 hours, or just before 11 hours. Shut it down, had a half hour to run to the loo or grab a drink or whatever, and then live again for another 10 and a half to 11 hours before I had the next break. It was nuts.
That is nuts. And just so y'all know, that's not happening here. For one thing,
I'm not doing it either.
In that amount of time, the dogs would have knocked the whole situation down. The internet would go out 3 times, and Mr. would be in there drilling something.
Cheeky woman.
Yeah. Yeah. He doesn't realize that the sounds amplify. And so he'll go into the kitchen and start running water. Or I was on a live the other night and he starts running the blender. I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? Now, I give him a little leeway during bingo because, we're a little more laid back. He can talk some, it's kind of like family time here. And okay, if you have to run the water, if you insist on cooking some food so you can survive, I'll let you get away with it, but not during my interviews. That's not okay. And we have this conversation every single time. And today I said, don't even go in the kitchen, because usually I say, don't run the water. So then he runs the blender. Well, you didn't tell me not to run the blender. Are you kidding me? So I'll tell him.
Whip out, Robbin. Train harder.
You think after 10 years. And so then he goes in the kitchen and he starts running the water. And I'll see Morgan come out of her room. She'll see I'm doing a live. She'll see him running water. She turns around, goes right back in the room because she knows there's going to be bloodshed.
Best to keep out the way.
I just don't get it.
Yeah.
I just don't get it. So anyway, I can't even begin to imagine doing something like that.
I just wanted to do each Christmas / birthday. I want to do a little something. It's this year I'm not going as nuts as last year. I'm just doing 3 days, and there's going to be giveaways in those 3 days. It's only going to be like maybe up to a maximum 4 hours on each day, but it's just purely because not everybody celebrates Christmas.
Right.
Not everybody has somebody there at Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just nice to know that something familiar or something to make you smile is there and can take you away from the reality.
That's fabulous. Okay, maybe you're not as crazy as I thought you were.
Just a little bit.
Maybe. Yeah, that is very true. That is very true. And different countries celebrate things differently.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people, Christmas Eve is a big deal. A lot of people, Christmas Day is a big deal. Now, explain to me, please, what Boxing Day is all about.
26th. Now that goes back way back to, I don't know if it's Edwardian or Victorian, or if it's further than that. But you've got your Christmas Day, which is celebrated with feast upon feast upon feast, gorging and feast. And then Boxing Day, it was a time to take whatever food hadn't been eaten to the poor people, to the peasants, and to give them gifts of, little things like, here's a pair of scissors, or something that'll be useful to them. Here's a brand new pair of shoes. And it was giving to the peasants. So Boxing Day came from that, because in a box, for a present. But now it's more of a Boxing Day is where people have just got their guts hanging out because they're just so full from Christmas. And okay, let the kids get on with the toys. Let's see what we can take the batteries out of. And we're surrounded by boxes and wrapping paper.
Okay, so it's not really so much of a thing anymore. It's just
not so much
relaxed after Christmas, all the to do of Christmas.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's basically what we do too. If you have that, if you have the is Boxing Day a holiday? Do you guys get the holiday from work?
It can be, not as much as Christmas Day. Normally, I say normally, it'd be a case of on the 26th, things start opening again, but not everything.
Okay.
It's kind of the bigger stores will go, right, okay, Christmas sales, let's go.
And smaller, now you can do your returns.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay. And so Cheryl says Boxing Day sales in Australia.
There you go. So, yeah, you've got the Christmas sales. And let's face it, by January, the January sales are finished because they all went after Christmas.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no kidding. So are you an early Christmas buyer?
Yes. I get everything in January sales. It's very rare that I will grab things kind of later on. But here and there through the year, I might go, oh, that'll make a nice little stocking filler. Mm-hmm. Oh, that'll be a nice little thing to send on. But mostly, I say the bigger stuff, I don't exactly buy for many people because we don't celebrate, but it's just January sales. Okay, I know they're going to want that. I'll grab that now. We appreciate it.
I've made a mistake. Yep. Luckily, it's just right there.
We haven't got too much frog in them.
No, just to there. Okay.
She's got a pink stitch marker on her work as well.
It's
noticed.
Will this make you happy?
Better.
Do you see?
Better. She thought she could.
That was the only pink one.
I should hope so. You don't want to contaminate them all.
That's true. This is my problem. I buy ahead. Oh, this would be perfect. This would be perfect. And then people either already get it, change their mind, or outgrow it. With the littles, you have to worry about them outgrowing stuff. Mm-hmm. So I have quit, unless it's something super special. I have quit buying so much during the year. Now, like when I'm traveling, we have a bunch of my little pod of girlfriends. There's 6 of us, and we do a name draw. It's a secret name draw, and then throughout the year, I know this person. I know what she likes because I've been doing these same people for 30 years. And like this one likes specialty coffee. This one likes special chocolates. So as I'm traveling, I can pick up special things from all over for that person. And so that's fun. But here's what I end up doing. I've picked up all these things throughout the year. And then come Christmas, I'm like, oh, this is my person. I got to get her this and this and this. And then I get this and this. And then when I start wrapping, I realized I've got all of this stuff.
Wow.
I've way overbought for them because I'm not good enough at keeping track of what I've already bought for them. And, or I'll see something down the road that's kind of a bigger gift that sort of supersedes all the smaller gifts. And
see, I'm kind of lucky. I've only got really 2 people to buy for. Really.
That's nice.
That's it. They're done.
That is very nice. We don't have a lot. I've got my little group where we have our girlfriends, and then Mr.'s family, we do a name draw. So we each have a person. So I have 2 to get for there. And yes, Lucy, I do that too. And then my daughter's family. That's really it. So right now, the rule is anybody over 18 gets put in the draw. And the littles you still get for all the littles. And right now we have 10 littles. No, that's not right. Because some of the littles are in the adult draw. So we have those 2 littles, and we got a new baby coming. So we've got those 2 littles, and then my 3 littles. So that's 5. But then you know what I always do? And I did it again this year. We have one of the littles is 6 feet tall and 14 years old. And I kind of forget he's still a little because he's only 14. And because when I think of the littles, I'm thinking of the little kids. And so I have 6 grands to buy for. And then 1 daughter. So that's 7, 8, 9, 10. In theory, 11. And then my granddaughter here. So 12. So I have 12 people to buy for. So that's not too bad. Oh, 13. I forgot my other grandson. I got a bunch to buy for. And his girlfriend.
I think the only thing that overwhelms me really when it comes to Christmas is the cards, because I am a card writer. I
usually am.
This year, I was kind of going. We were talking about postage prices earlier. Last year, I had 2 more members than I have this year. But writing a card to each of my members, it cost me £82 in postage. This year, with 2 members less, it's cost me £172 postage. Yeah.
Why? So you're sending a card, like a Christmas card.
Just a card. Each of them is personalized to that person. But a Christmas card to each member. Yeah.
So I can't do the breakdown. So what's the breakdown per card on that? $1.50?
Well, you guys have actually got it cheaper. For the standard cards, it's £1.85 per card for the standard
card.
But 20 of those cards went into the next category.
Oh, because
which was just under 5.
Where are you going?
Time for cloud cakes.
Send me a picture of the colors. Somebody's going yarn shopping.
Okay.
She just said cloud cakes, didn't she?
Yes, she did. She went to Michael's yesterday. She's picking out yarn for her Sophie's Universe. And it is not Hobby Lobby's Yarn Week. And I'm like, dude, we're not starting it for a month, but she's just chomping at the bit to get her yarn. And so she went to Michael's, and they have it on. Well, first she thought it was buy one, get one half off. Well, then she found out they're actually on clearance for $6.99. And I'm like, dude, I don't know if cloud cakes is the best. What do you guys think? I don't think cloud cake is the best choice for Sophie's Universe because you want your stitch definition to show.
You want the.
But when she got here and showed it to me, it doesn't have as much of a halo as I thought it did. So I think it's going to be okay.
See, I want to do Sophie's Dream, but I am going to do it in the Scapier's Whirlette. I am.
In the what? What was the name you said?
Scapier's Whirlette.
Is that us trying to say sheep?
You guys keep calling it sheepies. Yes.
Sheepies. Okay, now say it again one more time.
Scape, like land.
Like landscape. Okay, so, scape.
Yes. Not yes.
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 Scape yes. Scape yes.
There you go.
Scape yes. That's actually easier to say. Scape yes. Yeah, everybody's saying cloud cakes is not going to work. Batman's here. We were just talking about you, Miss Batman. We were just talking about you. Your ears must be ringing. Your bat ears hurt us. She is not going to, I don't think. Batman, you're not planning on doing Sophie's Universe, are you? Because we're working on our other striped blanket. So Batman is probably, she's a very, very beginning crocheter. She has made a couple of large projects, but in this just one, she uses everything as a double crochet. So Batman and Miss Morgan and I are working on a, what are you called? What is your name? Sampler blanket. And so we're doing several stitches, like a panel like this. In each one is a different stitch. So we're trying to broaden their horizons. Unfortunately, Batman is not near me, so we have to, just like you were talking. We were just talking about doing a little meeting like this and sitting and crocheting together. Whereas something as complex as Sophie's Universe, Miss Morgan is right here next to me, so we can figure out problems together.
Yeah.
Although Batman, you're welcome. She's in school, and so she doesn't have as much crocheting time as she would like. But
she's got more of a life, as I would say it. She's got more
exactly.
Of a life.
She has an actual life, not compared to me. Sophie's Universe.
It's beautiful.
It's gorgeous. I'll show you if I can reach it. Here, I can reach it. Hang on.
I've got Sophie's Dream as a pattern.
Okay,
here's gorgeous.
I'm gonna make me big for a second. Okay, there's the pattern. This is the book. This is the pattern book, Batman for Sophie's Universe. That's more of the finished.
The bad thing is with that, unless on the screen you can't really tell, but it's got a lot of texture in it. There are layers
of texture. I'm trying to find one of the chapters shows more. Well, like, oh, here's a good one. Well, that's part 6. Oh my gosh, look at this. This is so pretty. This is so pretty, you guys. Look at some of the detail on that. And because I'm me, Batman, and don't have you here to help me, I'm going to use a single color because there's no possible way. You guys know me. There's no possible way that I could ever choose that many coordinating colors. Whoops. What did I do to you? I've removed you.
That's all right.
Instead of making you bigger, I removed you.
Sometimes it's good to run away.
Yeah. So I'm doing it's kind of a dove gray. It's a real pretty soft gray is what I'm doing mine all in.
Have you seen the Sophie's Dream?
No.
Hang on. I will bring it up.
I started last year. I started doing Charlotte's. Is it Charlotte's Universe? Charlotte's Choice. Charlotte's Choice, which is a sister to Sophie's Universe. And it is stunning. It is beautiful. And the only reason I'm not afraid to do this is because having done Charlotte's, the instructions are so very good. All right, here we go. Now tell us what we're looking at here.
This is Sophie's Dream.
Whoops,
oh no, that's Robbin.
That's Robbin. Yeah, I am, of course, Sophie's Dream. Yeah.
This is Sophie's Dream.
Blocks.
So you've got all the different panels, and then you've got the textured border as well with it. Is there another picture? Let me see if there's another picture. There is, because there's different colorways. So depending on your color palette, depends on which sequence you do.
I've already forgotten how the appropriate way to say that word.
Escapiers. Escapiers. Let me scroll down, get down a little bit. So you just start with a lovely mandala and you bring it out into a square. Again, it's got beautiful texture on it, but the colors are just...
Yeah, the colors are what makes it.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. There's a different layouts.
Look at that, you guys. Oh my gosh.
Now, I'm not going with any of their particular layouts when I do mine. I've got to get the yarn first. But I'm...
Oh, look at those all lined. Okay, go back down a little bit. I have a question to ask you. Just a little bit, like one panel or one page back. Okay. That is a chart, right? Can you read that?
Yes.
That's my goal this year, is to learn how to do that.
I can't do it like read it very quickly. I'm like, okay, right. So that there, that's a double. So that's a double. There's a chain. That's a treble. There's another treble, 2 chains. I've got to do it slowly, but I can read it.
I think that sometimes if I knew how to do, oh my God. See, now that scares me right there.
That scares me a little bit.
I think sometimes I feel I struggle sometimes with the way patterns are written, that if I could just see a symbol chart, maybe I'd understand what it is they want me to do.
The way that I learnt, and I wouldn't even call it learn as such, but there was I can show you a photo. When I was making this shawl, when I was making this, which is a feather fan shawl.
Wow, look at that.
This was a written pattern, but there was a chart that went with it as well. But it only took you up to row 13, which was ridiculous, being it's 20 odd rows.
Mm-hmm.
But what I did, because there was a chart there, I literally read the pattern and then went to the chart and saw it, so I could marry it up. Mm-hmm. And I did that over the course of 3 weeks, I think.
Mm-hmm. I actually
done.
That's what I plan on doing. I've got a book it's actually, I put it on my Amazon wish list. And it's got, I know there's several how to do different stitches, but most of them are assuming you know how to read a chart. And this one did not. It was the only one that did not assume you could read a chart, because it had it very clear in written and the chart. And I thought, I'm going to find a couple of things that I already know how to do and then follow this chart. And I'm going to teach myself to use the chart.
Do it. So
Batman, if there's anybody out there that happened to get Grandma Robbin for Christmas, check out her Amazon wish list.
Switching colors and different stitches with 12 row piece. I love mandalas. I love texture. I had no idea. I've always said, since I found out what mosaic was, I've gone, no, my OCD won't cope with it, can't do it.
Why?
But then I found out only recently, like a couple of months back, that I've already done mosaic, because there's 2 different versions of mosaic. You've got, is it inverted and overlay? Inset and
overlay. And overlay is what I know how to do. That's what Trevor the Turtle is.
Yeah, it's the inset that I haven't done yet. The overlay.
That is what Spring does, the inset, and she says she won't even do the other kind anymore. She likes the overlay so much better.
Where did I put it? Where are you?
Oh, Mikey teaches that, Joy. Well, he's taught me a few things, let me tell you. Oh my gosh. Look at that.
That's overlay. And I had no idea that was overlay.
Overlay? That's mosaic?
That's mosaic.
That's not what I would have called mosaic at all.
Exactly. I never called it mosaic until I found out that's overlay. That's how you overlay. And I can do one more.
Trevor the Turtle is already in a box, or I would show you.
I can do one more.
Oh. Where's my...
And that's overlay as well.
That's overlay, yes. Oh, and that's a square. I met a lady on my last trip and she was doing a blanket like that. Yes. And it's beautiful. And I want to learn how to do that. Spring, can we learn how to do that? Show that again.
That's amazingly easy. Amazingly easy. I mean, I can do it. So it's got to be
Spring,
easy.
can you teach us that? How to do that in a square? I know. So now what have you done with your ends? Because you don't have fringe and you don't have an envelope.
That's what I regard as mosaic. There's loads of ends.
Yeah.
No, with this, you are literally carrying the color. You do one round in one color. The next round you do,
and then you don't
color,
have the ends.
And there's no ends. There's no ends.
Oh my God. Batman, I will teach you. It is not. It's so much easier than it looks. Mosaic is so much. I struggle a little bit with when maybe one of you guys can help me with this. When I get a color, when I get a chart for mosaic, and it's got A, B, A, B, A, B, and it always says start with color A. Well, I can't tell from the chart if color A is my main color or is color A my secondary color. And it's very important to know that. So I guessed with Trevor, and I just lucked out that I did it right, or he would have been black with blue accents. But yes, where did you get that pattern?
Which Sophie's Dream? That one?
Okay. Well, we'll just go with all of them. Where'd you get Sophie's Dream from?
Sophie's Dream Ravelry.
And it's a paid pattern, I assume.
It's a paid pattern. And I was actually very lucky that I had it in my description and somebody bought it for me as a happy mail.
Oh, how nice.
So I was very, very lucky with that.
Very nice. Sophie's Universe, Batman, Sophie's Universe, there is a free pattern, but the book is so much better to use. And it runs, I think, $15 on Amazon. I bought mine at Joann's when I had a 50% off coupon, so I got it for $10. The Mosaic Square, yes, that's.
I'm not ignoring you. I'm just finding the playlist so I can give you her proper name because I can't remember it. She has got the written pattern, and it costs, but she's got everything for the blanket apart from the border on YouTube. You have to buy the pattern to get the edge. I do have the pattern. It's as complicated as heck. It's really, really badly written. But the tutorial's handy. If I can find, where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay. Let me get it up. It's called the Amma blanket.
AMMA?
Correct.
So you said the written pattern is not written well, and I get that. I've done that. So what do you recommend then?
The YouTube tutorials for it. Really. Let me see if I.
Oh, Miss Cheryl put up Sophie's Dream.
Well done.
For Sophie's Dream. Thank you so much, Cheryl.
Okay, there we go. Don't ask me to pronounce the name because I can't. Sorry. But there you go.
So it's a whole bunch of blocks.
So, yeah, I'm going to be doing 48.
I've seen her.
So if I do that, and then I can blow it up a little bit for you so you can see it better. There you go.
There's no way I would ever attempt that. No way.
It's so easy. Like, I do not do complicated.
I love this kind of crochet now.
I didn't want to do that.
It's my new favorite thing.
But this is mosaic. It's overlay mosaic.
So the blocks would be fairly easy. Not easy, but you know. Is that Tina? Is that who it is?
Yes.
That's what I've seen her. Now
Yeah.
I'm scared if her patterns aren't written well. I just bought a couple of her patterns. She had a 50% off sale, and I bought the wave one.
I did that square with her tutorial before I found out that she'd written a pattern for it. And I kind of started getting a bit panicky about, well, I want to do the proper border to go with the blanket. And if she hasn't got it, I need the pattern. So again, somebody bought me it as a happy mail so that I could do the border. And I was like, do you know what? Instead of looking at the tutorials, I'll have the pattern here and go through it. But it makes no sense because she does a certain start and finish on the tutorials that moves the stitch along, so you have no seam at all. But it does not state that in the pattern, and it's very, very random. Like it will say 4 or 5 instructions, but you won't know where on the square you are with that instruction. It's very, very difficult. But doing the tutorial, piece of pie. Really.
Interesting. Yeah.
I'm not looking forward to doing 48 of the squares, but at least I can. At least I can. 5 different designs.
Yeah.
8 to 9 squares of each.
Okay, so now how are you going to work on just that? I couldn't do it.
Square at a time.
So it's just one project. Yeah, I can't do that. Can't do it. I'm not even going to do Sophie's Universe.
It sends my head loopy. Having lots of whips, I'm like, I just need to get rid of it. Just let me finish it. It got me really, really stressed when we were doing our last cal with the boho top. We had to both stop because we'd ordered beads for her to be able to finish the top. I had enough beads, she didn't. And we had to put it on pause. And we knew that in South Africa, the post is like it's worse than a snail. Snails go way faster than their post. So it was, well, let's not just sit here and do nothing. Let's work on a different project. Okay. All right. So then we started the poncho, and then amazingly, she got the beads in a half decent time. So the poncho went aside. We finished the boho top, and then went back to the poncho again.
I love that. Okay.
It was driving me nuts.
Now, you told me you had 2 projects in the works. What's the other one?
The other one is what I'm doing on my channel, and I only work.
And she knocks everything over.
I just knocked all my Fimo beads all over the floor.
Oh, no. Don't let the cat get them.
I do a quiet crochet on Thursdays. Oh, yeah, this is Ingrid as well. Ingrid makes project bags as well.
Oh, I love it.
But her...
The beads. Look at that bead. She makes those?
Yeah.
Wow.
So I commissioned her to make this bag for me because I wanted a bit of Ingrid. Okay. So I'm currently making a shawl with shawl in a ball because it's actually my favourite yarn. I love shawl in a ball to bits.
I'm glad you said that because I have a lot of it and I haven't used it yet.
I love it.
Beautiful.
It is so my favourite. Now, this isn't for me. This is going to somebody. So, yes, it has pink on it. It ain't going in me. I have disinfected my hands several times after touching the pink. But that's that. As of this coming Thursday, the pattern changes. But what I'm making is...
Ooh.
I know there's glare on it. I'm sorry. There you go. That's a bit better.
Now, so what book is that from?
This is from Crochet Now magazine.
Oh, do I get that one?
I don't know. Do you get that one? It's an English one.
No, I get crochet with the exclamation mark, and I get a different one. Mine's not the English one. I have seen that one for sale before, and I like it.
I must admit, this is the 3rd or the 4th pattern I've tried from one of the magazines, and all bar one pattern, and this one so far, have been so badly worded, or hang on, that says you need 4, you need 9, not 4. It doesn't work, it's a real pain in the backside when they've published something. And of course, these are all repeats because they've been done in other magazines, and probably this one 2 years ago. Why has nobody changed it?
Yeah, why hasn't it been updated?
But this one, thankfully, so far, so good. So far. But yeah, it's not going to me. It's going to be, and it's shawl in a ball with sparkles as well.
Ooh.
Which kind of suits the person because the sparkle is pink.
So did you just throw up a little bit when you started?
Yeah, pink is just not my. It's just not my thing. It really isn't. But then
somebody wants to know why you hate pink so much.
Because it's rammed down your throat that as a female,
yes,
you're pink.
You are correct.
That's it.
Yeah. And I'm right there with you. I don't care for pink. Every once in a while, I will end up with something pink. And purples, lavenders tend to bleed into pink. When you get something variegated, they try to throw pink in there. And I'm like, no. That does not belong in the purple family.
Yeah.
And so I am also not a pink person. I don't think I have the extreme hatred of it that you do.
Mine isn't hatred, it's despisement.
Yeah. But
yeah.
No, so how do you feel? So here's a test. Try not to get ill.
No.
That is coral. That is not pink.
No, it's pink. Coral is pink.
Coral is a pink. So you're not only pink, but every shade of pink.
I can do red. I can do orange. I can't do pink.
Well, see, I don't like orange.
There you go. See, we've all got our yays and nays.
Yeah, and actually that's so funny that you mentioned that because I never thought of it until this second. My very favorite project bag is not only pink, it is pink. It has 2 shades of pink. Well, because it's the Valentine colors.
Did you see her swear just then? Did anybody else?
I did.
Shame on you.
And it's pretty close to. Now here's another pink that I like. When I went to Hawaii, they use a lot of pink, but it's a background color for all their other stuff. And it's not as horrible of a pink. I don't know what the word is, but it's not.
It's called pink. That's the word. It's pink. That's the word. It's pink.
See, like in here, I don't consider those pinks.
See, now it might on the screen. Thankfully, they kind of look more red than pink.
Yeah, it's salmony, redishes.
Salmon is pink. We'll just say it's red. It's red.
Interesting.
It's red. I'm quite happy to know that I'm not the only one that has the same when it comes to pink. There's a lot of people that take the mick out of me. Oh, it's not that bad. Oh, for heaven's sake, stop being so childish. I'm not the only one. There is somebody else. Okay, her favourite colour isn't blue, but when it comes to pink, I'd rather throw up and then eat it than touch pink. It is vile. It is disgusting. Get it away from me.
Yeah, adamant. But you're never going to see me in a pink hat and pink mittens. It ain't happening.
No.
Ain't happening.
No.
Yes, that is a hibiscus. It's very pretty, isn't it?
It's like blue.
Who
dislikes blue?
Who dislikes blue?
Who dislikes blue? How dare they?
Not me. I like blues. Purples and blues, they're kind of all in the same family to me.
You hate it, but you'll work with it, Doris. I know you've said before, you don't like it, but it's just the colour. It's just the colour.
There's a few colors and green is another one I have problems with. It's not that I don't like green. I do like green. I don't like spring green.
And
I don't like very bright greens. And I have gotten some Happy Mail with greens in it. And it's like, okay, no, this isn't so bad because it's mixed in with other stuff. If there's just a little of it in with other things. And the darker greens, I'm getting used to like the sage. Now I like sage green. I like the sage. I like the olive. I like the evergreen. I like those colors. Emerald green. Oh, yeah. But it's just like the spring green I can't do. And the neons, of course. I don't do the neons at all.
See, now you've said that about the green. There were other colours in there. A couple of people in here know this little story. I was gifted a very large box, Happy Mail, from Marie Chavez, who was in here a little bit earlier. And it was her revenge Happy Mail. I was so excited to get this box. And I started opening it. And throughout the entire video of me opening this Happy Mail, you see my face dropping more and more and getting fed up and angry and upset because everything in that box was pink. There were pencils, there were stickers, emery boards, nail polish, mirror, pens, notebook. There was so much pink in that flipping box. And I did it all in Happy Mail. And I don't fake my Happy Mail stuff. I don't put on a front. People will know if I really like it or not. And in the video, my frown just kind of meets me belly button, really.
That's funny.
It was a bad video. Bad video. But yeah, that was an experience. And it was all because I called her something. And I asked her if she minded being called it, and she said no at the time until she found out what it actually meant, and then she wasn't so keen. But she got a revenge.
Yeah.
It wasn't a good box. Although I was a good girl. I kept a pink scrunchie that she made. And I kept one of the pink nail varnishes because I now use both of those during October for breast cancer awareness. That's the only time, should be the only time that you ever see me deliberately with pink.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I have a work thing, work email. On top of everything else, I've got a little business that I run. And so one of my teachers is just asking me a question. A list. Done. Okay. She called me. She goes, "Can I call you right?" I said, "No, I'm on a live. Text me."
I agree, Wiggles. I do agree. And weirdly, like I told you the other day, I actually prefer the aqua and the pink to the black one. I like them, full stop. But I like the lighter coloured ones.
And sometimes I like the very, very, very palest of pink to use, like you're saying, as a skin tone type thing. It's kind of the only thing that works, unless you can find almost a blush. Unless you can find something in just the right shade of tan. Now they've got that skin tones yarn, so that works out.
I know she was driving home, but I don't know if she's still there or not. But Sharon and I have a kind of a love for our Poundland wool. You guys, it's your dollar store or Dollar Tree or Family Dollar, whatever it's called. Us, it's Poundland. Although I'm never buying from them again because the price has gone ridiculously high and stupid. But there's one colour out of all of their range, which isn't big compared to over in America. But one colour that I absolutely love, and nobody would believe me because it's dusky pink and it's glitzy. But I don't see it as pink. I see it as a half-cast skin tone.
Yeah, for skin tones, sometimes that's what you got to do. That's what you got to do. I do love the skin tones yarn though, because they have just the exact shade for whatever you're looking for. And that's my absolutely go-to, unless it's the wrong weight. Then you're back to looking for the very, very blushy pink.
Yeah, I ain't doing pink.
Skin tone.
Every now the person that I share the despisement of pink with, she's sent me a couple of happy mails here and there, and they've been in boxes, and she's always said, yeah, there's a little something in there of void fill, so nothing rattles around and breaks. And it's usually a ball of pink wool. Yeah, thanks. If I do that back to her, she would have my guts for garters. But she void fills with pink.
That's
so
hilarious.
I do
Yeah,
have.
one time I bought a mystery box off of one of the creators, and I got it, and the entire box was pink yarn. Every single thing in it was pink.
No.
I gave it all away. I used it as giveaways in my first few videos.
That's one thing I deliberately did when I was doing my mystery boxes. I wanted to put as many different colors.
Yeah, I've never
together.
It was so bizarre that it was all one color.
No.
Different kinds of yarn, but all one color. It was very odd.
No,
very
sorry,
odd.
Can't do it.
But yeah, and I'll tell you, to be honest, that's why I shy away from mystery boxes now. I mean, I know that's not going to happen if I buy a Lions brand Santa sack, but different creators' mystery boxes, I do tend to shy away from them unless I know the person, like Amber, Fostering Crochet. Her mystery boxes are fabulous, and you're going to get a real big selection and all different kinds of stuff. But that's not to say you're still going to like everything in there. I love, I guess, autumn colors, browns and golds, but I don't like a bright gold. I like muted tones, I guess.
Warm.
Yeah.
Warm
Definitely. So that is for sure. So I wanted to talk to you. Oh, I needed to ask you a question first. How much do you sell the key rings for? We didn't.
Oh my gosh, that was ages ago. I've put my notebook away now.
I gotta ask.
I've got to find it on my channel again. You're going to have to bear with me because I don't know. Let's have a look at my description, because I've got it in my descriptions. The hand keys. A hand key is $5. 2 hand keys are $8. And then when it comes to the postage, it's up to 3 isn't tracked. From 4 onwards, it is. But they're not. I have to say that because I like to be as honest as I can. They're not sterling silver. They are.
Well, of course not. It's a keychain.
I don't think they're stainless steel. I'm pretty sure they're not, because that would be rusty.
No, stainless won't rust.
Well, maybe it is stainless steel then.
Yeah, stainless doesn't rust. That's its thing.
Maybe they're stainless then.
Mm-hmm.
I know that I made sure it wasn't going to be rusty, because people take keys outside.
Yeah, out in the rain and the snow. And
yeah.
What was I going to say? Blah, 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 blah. Can I mix them? Can I order some keychains and some stitch markers? Perfect.
I've done an order before now where she had 4 scrunchies, 20-something hanky markers, 2 hankies, all in the same order. That kept me busy.
Yeah,
it took me a little while.
And I can order the different colors of the yarn section.
The hanky markers, there's over 400 colors. With the hankies, it's, if I haven't got it, then you're going to have to wait a little bit longer while I order it in. But yeah, pretty much you want it, I'm happy to help, and welcome home, Sharon. Wriggles bought a mystery box off me. She's saving it for Christmas. I don't know how she's managing it.
I lucked out and got one of the Bag a Day mystery boxes one time. I got the last one from that round, and I had to have it sent here because wherever I was traveling, we had no mail. I had no way to get mail. And it was here for 6 months before I got to open it. It drove me insane.
Wow.
But it was worth it. It was worth the wait. But yeah, I've kind of quit with the mystery boxes because while they're fabulous, usually, I have so many projects lined up that I need a specific yarn or a specific color, and I'm never going to get that out of a mystery box. I never get, you rarely get enough of any one color to do the bigger items.
So, I'm a good girl. Now, this is something that I thought, I don't do mystery boxes. I want to know what I'm buying. I want to know, okay, I'm getting that. But in my mystery boxes, the one thing that I had in my mind was, okay, there's going to be one thing in there that you have enough of whatever that is to make a bigger project.
Yeah.
But other things, you will have one or two maximum.
Right.
But you've got one big project, and then you've got samplers sort of thing. One each.
Yeah.
So I made sure of that because of that reason. What are you going to do with it? One thing.
One thing. So what do you like to make?
Shawls. Shawls are my thing. And beaded as well. I like the glitz.
So you do beadwork on your shawls? You want
to see that as well?
Yes. Miss, I only have one project going.
This is a faux. It's faux. I'm showing you so many faux.
Oh my God. Just a minute. I got to make you big. How do I make you big? Go to here. There. Look at that.
So you can see the beads in it. It is sparkly yarn as well. But it's completely and utterly beaded from center to the edge. The whole lot.
Now, do you do the one where you string the beads on the yarn? You pick them up as you go.
I pick them up as I go, and that's my preferred way, purely because yarn buff. If you pre-string your yarn and you end up with yarn buff, you've got to take all the beads off to undo the yarn buff. If you do it as you go, then you keep up with your beads. You're all good. So, yeah, I do the pick up as you go.
That's amazing. So I just on a fluke, 1,000 beads. 3,000 beads.
3,000 beads. It's an expensive shawl, that one. I ain't gonna do it again.
I just on a fluke ended up going to the Dallas Fiber Arts Festival. I just happened to be at my daughter's. I went down there to babysit for a week, and the festival was that weekend. And I asked her, I says, hey, can I take off for a couple, 3 hours and drive into Dallas? Well, luckily it wasn't actually in Dallas. It was in one of the little outlets. So it was only like a half-hour drive for me. And I got to go to this festival and see all these amazingly beautiful, phenomenal things. Of course, we've already established that I'm technology challenged. I made all these wonderful videos. I interviewed different of the vendors. All gone. Lost it all. None of it is on my phone. So I've got 2 or 3 little tiny videos, but none of my great, wonderful content that I planned on.
What a pain.
I don't know. So anyhow, I got to almost the very, very end of this thing, and there was this display of these gorgeous pieces of work, and they're all beaded, and I fell in love on the spot. So I bought this tiny little bitty kit. I think it's got one 50-gram hank of yarn and one little tube of beads. I paid $35 for it. And it's a beaded knit hat. And I thought this is going to be the way to teach me how to do this. And I've got this tiny little weird looking tool that looks like it's made out of fishing line to put the beads on with or something. It's literally, I'm in love with it, and it's literally not even on my list to complete in 23. But it's so beautiful. But it's a hat.
The bead for me is, I mean, I've got an inner magpie. I love glitz, and if you can add glitz onto glitz, I love it. But for me, it was another channel, Knitting Turnpike. She made me a beaded shawl, and it was, oh my gosh, I've got to do this. I've got to try this. And then Ingrid and I did a beaded challenge on my channel to get people out of their comfort zones, bead something that's wearable. And since that point, every chance I get on beading, I love it. It's painstaking. You need a lot of patience.
Yeah.
But it's so worth it. It's so lovely.
Look what Miss Morgan just sent me. So she's shopping right now. Look at that.
It's got some blue.
And purple.
That's not a cloud cake.
Yes. These are all cloud cakes.
There's no fuzz on it.
I know there's hardly any fuzz. I thought it had way more fuzz. There's hardly any fuzz on it. That is not pink. That is sand.
I'll go with that. I wouldn't call that pink.
Yeah. Yeah, because on the screen here, it looks very, very beige. I'm in love. See, now this, when you show me colors, that's the one I go, ooh,
I like that one. I like that one.
What else is in here? Now, okay, now this is, knowing Miss Morgan, that's what she's going to want. And that would make me cry if it showed up on my...
No. Aren't you glad we're all different with different tastes?
Now this, even though it's green, I can stand it because it's mixed with the other colors. I would like a sea bag made out of that.
Too bright.
Yeah, it's a little bright for me.
Oh my gosh, there's beads everywhere.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh. Oh joy.
She says, they have purple. How many of them do you want?
Ah.
She knows me.
Take care, Christine. Thank you for coming in. Me too, Sharon. Me too. But I am lucky enough. I do have 2 or 3 latte cakes. But I daren't take them out of the cake because I just like smushing them on my face.
Mm-hmm.
They're so soft. I am going to make a shawl out of them at some point, but when I've finished smushing, and I'm not finished yet.
So how many, have you worked with these before?
Not cloud cakes, no.
Because I'm wondering how much, if I can get, if they've only got 3 of the purple, is that going to make me, what can I do with that? Can I make a shawl?
But how much is on there?
I don't know.
Shall I ask Googs?
Well, she's standing there. She can probably.
Karen Cloud Cakes.
How many yards?
695 meters. So you'd need 2 to make a nice shawl.
Okay. So maybe I'll just get. Now, Spring says I need 6. I need 6 to make a shawl?
6? How big's the shawl? I'm fat and I only need 1,200. 6?
Of course, it depends on the shawl as well.
Granted. Oh my gosh, that's funny.
There's only 3 of the purple, so, and it's, are they half off or are they buy one, get one? Wait a minute. Maybe I don't need to buy all the gray ones. Let me find the sign. Buy one. No, they're just on clearance.
Pick up the phone.
No, it's spam.
Oh.
You know what? I'm not going to get the gray. I thought it was buy one, get one. Just the purple. So I'm going to get all 3 of the purple ones they have.
There you go.
760 yards, and they call it a 4-weight, but I really consider that a 3-weight. Don't you guys?
Right.
All of the Karen cakey things, the latte cakes, and all of that stuff.
The thing is, they always count in the fuzz, don't they?
Yes, they do, and I think that is misleading.
It's like they say that they have said that shawl in a ball is chunky. Is it heck? It's like a really, really, really lightweight DK roving, but even the roving bit, the thickest it goes up to is an Aran. No way is it chunky.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I thought I picked them all up. I didn't. Oh well. Never mind.
Yes, Spring. I was going to get the 6, but they only have 3 in the purple. And I was thinking it was buy one, get one half off, but they aren't. They're $6.99 on clearance. And I have a great deal of sort of grayish, beigeish yarn. So I'm just going to get the purple. I'm going to get the 3 purples, and I ought to make a really nice big shawl out of that. I wonder if I couldn't even possibly maybe get a Rowana out of that. Possibly, maybe. Huh?
She was saying get 6. Why get 6 though? Why get 6?
Because you can make with 6, you can make anything. But they only have 3, so I'm just going to get the 3, and I'll make something really fluffy. 3 would make a basically like a lapgan. Out of 3, I can do a lapgan. I think.
Be a small lapgan.
Yeah, but like a wheelchair size. I can give away
like a definite lapgan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely I can, because I like to do things like that and give it to the little old ladies at the nursing home. Put them color in their world. And what I was started to ask you before the yarn appeared was, you said you like to make shawls.
I do.
So I'm just thinking here. So you've got, oh, hello, sweet kitty. Hello, sweetheart.
She's kind of woken up deliberately to give me stares because it's going to be her food time pretty soon. So she's like, I'm still here. Hello. I'm still here.
So it's me she's mad at, which all the cats around here are mad at me. So Morgan's cats won't have anything to do with me. The one will once in a while let me pet her, but usually it's just like, okay, that's enough. Stop. So, well, good Lord, we have been chit-chatting for 3 hours, and I still have something I want to talk about. You're just so multifaceted.
Sorry.
I want to talk about your memberships. Tell me all about it and how it works.
My memberships. I think a lot of people who have memberships turn around and say, I try to give back to the members. I really do try and give back to the members. I've got a little system going. There's 4 levels. The first level is Sprouting Seedling, which is the cheapest. Then there's OG Twizzler, because I love Twizzlers. Love them. Blue LadybirD.
Red or black?
Oh, red. It's not even a contest.
I love the black ones.
No. Blue LadybirD and then Beanie's Bestie. And as soon as anyone becomes a member, I send out a postcard to them to say, welcome in. Whoever is a member gets a birthday card and Christmas card no matter what. But then at 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, and incoming with 18 months, those nothing ridiculous. And we've got one in here because Wriggles she's a Beanie's Bestie, and she's coming up to 18 months now. Each of those little time stamps, they get a members pack, and depending on which level you are, depends on what you get in the pack. So as an example, I'm going to go down my fruit salad route. If you're on level 1, you'll get an orange. If you're on level 2, you'll get an orange and an apple. If you're on level 3, you'll get an orange, an apple, and a kiwi fruit. And the last level, an orange, an apple, a kiwi fruit, and a banana. So for each time stamp, there's a set pack. Depending on which level you are, depends on what you get in there. But on top of that, there's a members only that don't even have to take part. They just need to be a member. Members only giveaways from OG Twizzler and above. Every 2 months, I put all my members on a wheel. Depending on which level they are, depends on how many entries they get. 2, 3, and 4 entries. And the wheel gets spun, and whoever it comes up with, they either win. It's their choice whether they take money through PayPal, an Amazon e-gift card, or Wool Warehouse voucher. It's completely down to them.
Wow.
The other thing that I'm a little bit naughty with, don't tell anybody, please. Don't tell anyone.
No.
With my members, not only do I don't ask them to come forward if they've won a giveaway, I'll go to them and say, you've won. But also I keep my little feelers out. If there's any other ones that I'm subscribed to and one of my members has won, I go and tell them, oh, by the way, congratulations. You want to go and see Annabelle? Off you go. I'm a little bit naughty. They get a little bit of, And of course, there's the members' lives as well. And in the new year, it's members make along Mondays as well. So I'm sure there's other little bits I'm forgetting, but I try my best to give back to the members as best I can. Yes, I know, Amber. Blame Robbin. It's all her fault.
What have I done now? See, I'm not on the right screen. I'm over here making notes. Hi. Hi. Hi, Amber. You know me. And now you got both of us. Is your workday over? I bet it's getting close. Or are you on lunch break? Oh my gosh, that's so funny. So definitely go check her channel out. Definitely go and check out her memberships. It's just right in the link. They've made it so much easier. It used to be if you were on a phone, you couldn't see the membership stuff. And now I see the member things are right there.
People. Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good.
Because I was always on my phone and I could never see any of the membership stuff. And now I notice it right there. Yeah.
Sharon,
making all my notes.
Sharon just here, Mrs. Sutcliffe, Ms. Sutcliffe. She's just become a member, but I think she was kind of forced into it because another channel was saying, you really want to go over and be a member. And Sharon said something in the chat about, I can't afford it. And the other person said, it costs you a ball of yarn a month. You can't afford a ball of yarn? And Sharon was like, well, actually, I don't really like this magazine that I'm subscribed to. So if I take that off, done. And she became a member.
And then can people gift your memberships?
Yes, but this is because the gifting memberships is still in beta. It's a pain in the nasty butt with gifting because you don't get to choose. If you're a member, you can do a gift membership a month of first level, but it will go to anybody. At the moment, we've got 2 people on my channel that have done multiple gift memberships for people. And one of those people has done so many gifts. I think 30 would be roundabout right. But out of those, the majority have already had 1 month gifted to them, and then they've got it again. And YouTube turn around and say, it depends who is more active on your channel. That's who it will go to. I know that is a load of baloney because it's gifted membership to people that I never see. I'm lucky if I get one comment out of them a year.
Yeah.
So it's still in beta. It's a lovely idea if you can choose your person.
That's ridiculous to not be able to choose.
Can't choose. It's just a random draw thing, and that's a pain in the. I thought you disappeared, Christine.
Yeah, and what is GSG? She's using code. Do you guys have a special language?
Gherkin, sausage, gamma? I don't know.
Garlic for sure.
Oh, garlic.
Gherkin, sausage, both use garlic.
Bratwurst.
Gone some.
Oh, Garden State Gardener. Oh, yes. Yes. Joe. Yes.
We were close though. He's for sure going to be growing garlic.
I don't know if he does grow garlic, you know. I know he does onions.
So much. I can't imagine him not doing garlic. They seem to all be hand in hand.
It's a nice surprise, Doris. I mean, bless her, Doris got gifted a membership.
Oh, how nice.
But the bad thing is when you are seeing somebody gifted a membership that never comes and says hello,
right?
Never leaves a comment,
right?
You didn't even know they were subscribed to you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you should be able to pick who. I mean, I would absolutely want to pick who I was giving a membership to. I mean, if you're giving a gift, the gift is being given to the person joining, where they're treating it as it's a gift to you.
Yeah.
In essence. And
I mean,
people.
Okay, I'm grateful for it because it's a month's membership, and yes, thank you very much. But at the same time, it'd be nice. I'm going to use you as an example, Doris. I'm sorry. It'll be nice if it gets gifted to somebody who might be willing to trial it and then go, do you know what? I quite like this. I'm going to become a member.
Yeah.
Kind of makes it worthwhile.
Yeah, and I mean, you do an awful lot for your members too.
I know there's more in there, but I can't think straight at the moment. I'm getting looked at with
because the cat is getting ready to attack you and kill you. So, in order to save Lisa's life from the cat dismantling her, poor thing is starving to death.
Oh,
and
definitely.
I imagine poor is as well. So I'm just giving you all a heads up. What do I got coming up? Next Monday is bingo. I promise we will have bingo on Monday night. However, Mr. is having surgery on Friday. I'm assuming by Monday he won't need a lot of attention. And I'm also assuming I'll have Miss Morgan here. So there is the chance that'll be, what's the word when you make something smaller? Condensed. It'll be a little more condensed. Oh no. See, the cat's getting ready to attack.
See what I mean? I just get stared at. It's the Eagles.
Yeah. So I was thinking about Patreon and not memberships. Thoughts. I don't know. I have done a Patreon. See which one takes more money away from you. Spring.
A lot of people will do Patreon because they take less money.
Okay.
Because the creator ends up with more money.
Yeah, I know with the memberships, what do they take, like half of it?
And the rest? And the rest? What is it? No, I'd say it's the rest. It's 45%, but you know you've got to claim that as self-employment.
Right. Yeah. So Patreon, so maybe Patreon's the way to go on something like that. Is there a reason that you chose the members over the Patreon? For me, I'm thinking, it's just a button to push, and I don't have to learn how to do something new.
Kind of the same thing. I don't want lots and lots of different. I want it all in one place, done. And to be fair, yes, it is a lot of money going out, but this gives me something to do.
Mm-hmm.
It gives me a purpose. It helps me socialize to a degree. It helps me get to know lots of people to moan and groan about
Mm-hmm.
a lot. And if I get a little bit of money, okay, fair enough. No, it's not great, but it's better
Mm-hmm.
than nothing. And I'm grateful for that.
And I'm not sure people even know that, like on the super chats and the chats, when you guys make those donations, they keep half of that as well.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
get half of that. So
I'm
very,
very lucky and very, very very grateful. Half of the donations that I get in live will come through PayPal.
Yeah, if it goes through PayPal, then nothing comes out of it. It's free. And the same if you use that coffee, buy me a coffee. That's all free too. Although I got one in there and I don't know how to access it. So I don't know if it automatically goes to my account.
You've got to go in there and redeem it. Not redeem it. Withdraw it.
Withdraw.
Just
okay.
like PayPal, it will sit there until you say, get in my account.
Okay. So I'll have to figure out how to do that because I know somebody did do that for me. When Batman is done with school here in a couple of weeks, she has promised to sit down with me and teach me how to use all these things.
Good luck.
She's the only one that I know in the age group that this stuff is just, they just get it, that really knows it. Even Miss Morgan, she's not real great with the technology stuff. So between us, we can't always figure things out. She's way better than me, but she can't always figure these things out. So yeah, anywho,
the University of Roaming.
Yes. We've got this coming, I always have Finish It Friday, which lately has been trending on Saturday. And I know for sure it's not going to come up on Friday this week because Mister's got his surgery on Friday. I'm going to be a mess all day. So for sure that's going to happen on Saturday. And then Monday we have bingo night. And then next Tuesday we have who? Oh, IVB Creates. So don't forget to come in and visit with everybody. And we will see you guys later. Thank you very, very much for popping in and hanging out with us for 3.5 hours. I know people are going to go see the replay and go, no, that ain't happening.
Right.
We'll see you guys later. Thank you so much. Bye.
Thank you.